Turn it up, clocking out, driving home, or just turning on. We got the remedy for the daily grind, Monday through Friday. 3:30 to 5:30 EST. Get ready for the shift. It's the Taz effect. It's the Taz effect. Changing up your view, bringing news, history, and commentary to you. 2 hours of power, 5 days a week. It's the real talk and the truth that you see. Yeah.
Tune your dial, clear your head. Listen up to what's being said.
Yeah. Kick it off on Mutual Aid Monday. We're giving back. Helping the community, you're staying on track. And Tuesday rolls around and the studio gets blessed. It's Talk About It Tuesday with the Smokin hot mess.
From the middle of the week, we're leveling up your brain. Wisdom Wednesday is here to break the mundane.
Surprising guests who enhance the whole world. Watch the knowledge and the stories get unfurled. It's the Taz effect, changing up your view, bringing news, history, and commentary to you. 2 hours of power, 5 days a week. It's the real talk and the truth that you see. Now Thursday hits and the lines open wide. No placeholders here, nowhere to hide. Think about it Thursday, yeah, the mic is all yours. Call in, chat live, just open up the door. And just like that, the weekend's inside. We're wrapping up the weekend, we're doing it right. Fun News Friday is the ultimate news party. Coasting you into the weekend, feeling good and hearty. 3:30 to 5:30, make it your daily check. Lock it in, turn it up. You just
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me here for the Taz Effect, daily news in a way you did not know you could use. For those listening in over the radio airwaves from GCPR.live or from our Android or iOS app, thank you for tuning in. And for those listening and watching from all over the social media sphere, hey, how you doing? So glad you could come through. It is Talk About It Tuesday. And baby, we got a lot to talk about. So, it has been confirmed that Mitch McConnell is brain dead. Okay? Number one. Number two, neighbors have said since the call came in and he was transported to the hospital, no one has gone in or come out of the house. Hey, Justina. Nobody. And Mrs. Moscow Mitch is still in China. She's still on business. She said F that husband. Mitch McConnell's daughter shut down her social media. Here's my thing. Just, is the party more important? Because no one else in his family seems to have political aspirations. So what are you holding on to? Because the GOP isn't going to pay your bills. The GOP isn't going to come and coddle you. And I still think they're going to make the announcement after, I believe it's either August 4th or August 5th. So nobody can be put into place. Now, there are some people who keep trying, well, in Kentucky, go screw yourself. Okay, I know how it works in Kentucky. And yes, I also know that Mitch McConnell had already said that after this term, he wasn't running for re-election because he's literally a shell. All right. We're in the middle of midterms, which means there's already candidates vying for his position. Right now, the constituency does not have representation. So until they officially say what's going on with Mitch, Governor Beshear can't do what? So you have people with no representation. For y'all that are like, why is this a big deal? Who really cares? The election's coming up. There are people right now that aren't represented. And I say this every time it pops up that we have some decrepit geriatric BSer that is not fulfilling their job, but people are still collecting checks. And it's not so much for the person that's incapacitated because they're not calling the shots. They're not. It's their staffers that are like, you know what, we can keep drawing checks and we don't really have to do no work. We can have Bernie's, it is. And that's what they're doing. And more of you all should be pissed off because guess what? Like it, love to skip it or jump it, no matter where you live, Mitch McConnell also represents you. Mitch McConnell's vote actually helps or hurts you. Hey, Gambit. Hey, Mrs. Lyles. So, yeah, all of this, why is it news? And before we get into the nitty gritty of the news, no, I have not spoken about the young man who went missing. And then, yes, his body was discovered. And unfortunately, he is no longer with us. I'm fully aware of it. I have not discussed it because I don't want to sound disrespectful to the family. And no, I'm not victim blaming, but I have big, big feelings. And I realize that they're grieving. And there are a lot of people who are having the same feelings that I have. There's no reason for me to add to it. Because they are still looking for answers, and there are a lot of things that is looking very hinky. Number one. Number two, I have not spoken about it because at this point, with all of the things that are so high profile that are happening back to back to back, it's time for the allies, the advocates, the co-conspirators to speak up and say something. Because I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of having PTSD triggered. I'm tired of having my trauma added to. We keep saying that change will come in this country when white people decide that change is what we need. And to quote Ophelia, ain't you tired? Ain't you tired? Ain't you mad? It's time for y'all to pick up and speak. It's time for y'all to rein in your kindred. It's time for y'all to look out into the sea of mirrors and make changes. Hey, Top City. So at this point, no, I haven't. And also, overnight and this morning, twice, I saw TMZ reported it. A young Black lady, freshly 21, lost her life. Seems like she just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. The racism and the amount of people, I don't know who that is. Who is she? Do you need to know someone to feel bad that they're no longer here? Like, this is ridiculous. But then we hear that lady that sang with LMFO passed away. Oh my God, no, she's reunited with it. It's time for y'all that love to be centered. It's time for y'all that don't read the room to come in and say something. And also, I am beginning to get very jaded and very disheartened. I know racism is going to be on this floating third rock from the sun until we collectively decide to eradicate it. That's not what's caused me to be jaded. That's not what's causing me to be disheartened. I'm tired of telling people to read the room. Whether it's my comment section, other people's comment sections, the responses in shows that I produce. Y'all complain about legacy media, but I understand why legacy media is like, screw it, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't have to bring these people the truth because they're not paying attention anyway. It doesn't matter how much truth they put out there. Y'all aren't listening. I keep seeing content where people are very detailed in what they're putting out, and folks are in the comment section trying to give information as if they are the authority. That's the information that's in the video. That's the information that's in the post. You're not even taking the time. I have shows that I produce, co-produce, completely produce on my own. And I've watched people come in, not pay any attention, and try to act as if they're the smartest person in the room. Well, you know this, you know that, or try to TLDR a whole show. And for those that don't know what TLDR is, too long, don't read, where somebody comes in and gives a synopsis. Why do you do that when people take the time to create content, whether it's a movie, whether it's a show, whether it's a post, a video, whatever it is? Why would you come into a show and go, this is how it is? This is what goes on at the end of the song. What the is wrong with y'all? You wonder why so many people are leaving the fight for equity. It's because you are in real time making people's life work, making what people go through on a daily basis pointless, for naught, a waste of time. This stuff does not magically happen. There is no Mary Poppins backstage. There is no Tinkerbell backstage just gonna bippity boppity boop things into existence. Now, I'm not going to speak for anybody else's content, but for those that know me and that have consumed my content, I don't just do opinion pieces. And even when I'm not speaking from notes or bringing you all what I found in research, I'm bringing you information from decades of studying. And you also know I don't present myself as being infallible. I'm not saying that I'm above correction, but damn it, if you're not even paying attention and you want to come in to try to correct somebody or come in and go, well, actually, actually, shut up. Shut up. You don't need to be the main character. Some of y'all will never be the main character. And I don't mean to be mean, but I mean to be honest, and somebody needs to tell you. Sometimes you're a part of an ensemble cast. Sometimes you're the background. Sometimes you're the audience. Sometimes you're the director. Sometimes you're the producer. Sometimes you're just in the writing room. And sometimes you're none of the above. And that is okay. But constantly trying to have a look at me moment when you ain't worked at nothing, does nothing, and trying to throw shade. Let me explain something to y'all. When you throw shade, guess who no longer has a covering? You. Guess where all of the sunlight shines? It shines on you. So all of your imperfections are now center stage. Are you ready for that? Googling while somebody is presenting you information is pointless. Why show up? Why show up? Why do you go and follow people just to try to have a gotcha moment? Okay, everybody. Sorry about that. Had a quick power surge through here. Yeah, we had a power surge go through, so everything kind of got out. So give me a thumbs up if you can see me, if you can hear me right now. Had a bit of a power surge go through. Oh, these storms up here. Warmer. Had a power surge. So, okay. All right. Okay, sorry about that. But like I was saying, it gets frustrating, it gets disheartening. It really, really does. And sorry, not sorry. I have been through too much to get to where I am right now, all the way around. And even up to last year, I have had, I'm sorry, let me stop that. Even up to last month, I have had people come for my income, come for my reputation, all the, like, it needs to damn stop. Not just for me, but for other people. And yet again, and I'm going to touch on this real quick. Yet again, we have another situation with something that one situation regarding Good Trouble and everything else. Yes, Good Trouble should have been called out because what Good Trouble did was wrong on a multitude of levels. But we're going to put a pin in that right now, not because I'm downplaying it, but we already talked about that the other day. We can talk about it in more in detail if you want. But there's something else I need to talk about. Again, a white woman in proximity to a black man jumps the gun because, in her words, through text messages that got leaked, and y'all know me, I don't just take somebody's word because they're standing in front of a green screen. I read the stuff. I'm quick to pause and read and blow stuff up to look at it. She said, for the first time, her family has a little bit of financial security and the money's rolling in. So she's willing to put another black man in harm's way by now going, well, he doxed me. He said my full name. And people are flocking to her page, which causes her to monetize in more than one way. But I bring this up because yet again, there are so many people not paying attention to what's actually being said, what's actually being proved. People are like, well, there's receipts. He did it. He did it. He did it. When did you read the damn receipts? Let me make this clear to y'all because this is part of the reason why we have the administration that we have. Bone collectors don't go get the actual factual bones. They create a bone to take to you. Let me say that again. They create a bone. They manufacture a bone to take to you. And you never actually question it. And the bone collectors are people who never have proximity to the people they carrying bones about, never have a closeness, but you're sitting there taking it as if they are the utmost authority on it. The same stuff you get frustrated that MAGA does, you do on a daily basis. We sit here and say these things, and we have all of these sayings and all of these nuggets of knowledge that nobody puts into use. Because you'll sit here and say, for every bone they bring to you, they're carrying six back about you, but you don't pay attention to it. You only care when you're being talked about, and you never see anything through. And before you go, yes, I pay attention. No, you don't. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about nobody else, but I'm going to tell you what I've observed from my own content. If I put up a green screen and it has a couple of sentences on it, y'all will look at that green screen and start answering or trying to debunk what's behind me instead of listening to what the hell I'm saying. 9 times out of 10, you get the shit wrong, or you're repeating back what I said. Like, I'm sick and tired of y'all sitting back complaining about shit that you had a damn hand in. Because yet again, we're playing the telephone game, and once again, somebody's life is on the line. I know what that is like far too well. Where somebody makes an egregious assessment, everybody else jumps up on it. Then you lose your livelihood. You get doxxed, and people literally come trying to take your life. And y'all think that it's a game because you keep telling yourself, the internet isn't real. The internet isn't real. Well, let me explain something to you. 3 years ago, live on air on the internet, I came very close to taking my last breath. I'm not an actor. Nobody was there to yell, cut, and I was going to jump up. So are you done saying that the internet isn't real? Because you'll sit here and say how detrimental parasocial relationships are until the parasocial relationships actually get deadly. You're all ears if somebody talking shit about some damn body else. You're all ears long enough for you to skim a conversation to walk in as if you are the biggest, baddest professor on the planet. But nothing else. And before we get back into the news, I got one question that I really want y'all to sit and think about. How are you an advocate, an ally, an accomplice to anybody when you don't listen to them? So many of y'all have the privilege of not paying attention. So many of y'all have the privilege of skimming conversations until you hear some words that make you feel warm and cozy inside. Y'all have the privilege, many of y'all, to dismiss certain things as just gossip. Because gossip doesn't risk taking your life. Misinformation, disinformation, flat out lies don't risk ending your life. Jealousy or a lie didn't cost you your job. People holding on to lies will not cost you upward mobility. I say what I say, I do what I do, and I'm as passionate as I am for a multitude of reasons. I know this is not me being conceited. This is me being factual. So if you feel a certain type of way when I say this, I don't give a damn. If I wasn't good at what I do, I wouldn't steadily have a target on my back. There wouldn't be people to this day still trying to make sure that I don't advance in any way. A lot of y'all talk about being a black man and how hard that is. Not taking away from that. I feel your pain. A lot of y'all talk about being indigenous, all these things. I'm not taking away from that. A lot of y'all talk about just being a woman or being a black woman and all this. I need y'all to realize something. Y'all want some intersection that y'all don't think about? Intelligence is weaponized against women. Age is heavily weaponized against women. Race, gender, sexual orientation. But a lot of y'all forget about the aspect of colorism. Now, it wouldn't matter so much if you gussy yourself up or if you make yourself a sex symbol, but even that, double-edged sword, because look what they do to Meg Thee Stallion. But colorism. And a lot of people assume that the colorism is just in the black community or just outside of the black community or it's people outside of personal relationships. No, I want y'all to really, really think. How many times have you gotten frustrated with a darker skinned black woman because she was hurt, because she was frustrated, because she displayed vulnerability? I want you to think about the inherent biases that you have, that the darker the woman is, the less she is entitled to hurt. The more you expect her to work, the less you listen to her. But yet you expect her to stand on the front lines to do the labor for you and expect other people to listen to her, but you won't. Don't forget, let's talk about it Tuesday. We're going to get into this news, but we're going to keep circling back to some things. And again, I'm going to keep saying this. I pay attention. Because if you got time at work to listen to any and everything, but the only thing that you can tune in for are the men, especially the hot men. Jonathan Swan asked straight up if new book uncovered anything illegal going on in the Trump administration. New York Times White House correspondents Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan spoke to C-SPAN's Peter Slynn for a lengthy Q&A about their new book, which is set to air on the network Monday night. Haberman and Swan's book, Regime Change, Inside the Imperial Presidency of Donald Trump, came out last week and became an instant bestseller following weeks of details from the book being released in the media. The deeply sourced book led to speculation that the two reporters obtained tapes of the Situation Room meetings inside the Trump White House, which pulled back the curtain on the Trump administration's scramble to control the fallout from reporting tying President Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein last summer. Other details from the book grabbed headlines through the media and led to Slynn asking Swan if anything the duo reported on appears to reach the level of criminality on Trump's part. Is there anything illegal going on in your view? Jonathan Swan Slynn asked. Well, it's an interesting question because Trump himself was granted sweeping immunity as presidents were with the Supreme Court's immunity ruling in 2024. So Trump is essentially beyond the reach of the law in terms of actions. No, he's not. And this is why I pulled this story. No, he's not. And why people continue to lie to you about this, I don't know why. Okay. This was not once you become president of the United States, any and everything you do, once you have held that title, you can never, ever, ever be prosecuted for. No. Essentially, they reiterated what was already true when you are the president. Outside of you shooting someone dead or slicing a throat open anywhere, in the Oval, on 1600 Pennsylvania, wherever, you're immune. This is why we have so many presidents that have technically committed war crimes that aren't sitting in somebody's prison right now, rotting away. This is why I didn't make a big deal about the Supreme Court ruling like everybody else does. Everything doesn't need to be damn sensationalized. And some people are like, well, you're downplaying the task. Am I? The vast majority of Trump's crimes that we are discussing that are being uncovered in this book, allegedly, I haven't read the book yet, occurred, we know that part from indictments and convictions when he was not president and before the ruling came down. Did y'all forget that a ruling doesn't rewind the hands of time? If that was the case, virtually all of our prisons would be empty the way the law has evolved and rulings have evolved. You do realize a decision is, okay, from this day forward, this is what we do. And at no point is Trump now above the law. Why do you think he's so terrified and the people around him are so terrified? If he had blanket immunity that no matter what he did, he could get away with it, nobody else would be scrambling. You wouldn't have Bill Barr, J.D. Vance, all of these people, even Mike Johnson now going, well, we got to do this because if the Democrats get in, we'll be investigated, we'll be prosecuted, we'll be indicted. No. But it gets you more clicks. It sells more books. It gets you more interviews to sit there and talk about how the president can get away with anything. Oh my goodness, he can commit any crime. No, he can't. No, he can't. If that were the case, you gonna tell me you don't think William Clinton would have been like, hey, take that asterisk off that impeachment. As a matter of fact, roll that impeachment away. when Trump decided he wanted to test the waters and be like, hey, court, I think you should get rid of my double impeachments. And they were like, yeah, no, that's not in the Constitution. Yeah, no. You want to know how people, quote unquote, become above the law in the United States? You, with that, it's not that deep mentality. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it was for the greater good. It was only one person. It wasn't five. I mean, they were black. It wasn't like they were white. You. And part of that is, I really don't have the time. You know, I got a son. I got to take care of my son. Well, you know, I just started that job. I can't afford to lose my job. What I know my job wouldn't be in jeopardy if I like wrote to my representation in an email and just tell them like, don't do that. Maybe work to get this codified or what. But you don't. You don't. You don't. We live in a society that you don't give a damn about how anything works until it directly affects you. And then you get pissed off and you're in shock and awe because the same people you convince not to do anything for others won't step up and do something for you. Huh? What? And because y'all don't truly hold anybody accountable and you're willing to give people a redemption arc and put them into the redemption bosoms and held them up like, yeah, they change after 2 seconds of accountability knocking on their door and them not even taking accountability or learning from it. Guess what we're dealing with now? Michael Cohen says he reconciled with Trump. And about you're right. We don't want to be uncomfortable, but also far too many people don't want other people to be uncomfortable. Y'all need to reconcile with the fact, like I told y'all the other day, you don't want white people, especially white men, to be uncomfortable. But let me repeat this. Michael Cohen says he reconciled with Trump. Ain't no way I'm going to prison, losing my law license, getting the president's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen, on Monday said he and the president have reconciled after he turned on his former boss. First of all, for everyone that's willing to work as a Trump attorney now, ain't no way that I would ever do that. Why do you think his daughter, an attorney, won't work for him? I'm not going to watch people's attorneys before me lose everything, go to prison, lose favor, have health complications due to the stress of working for them and go, yeah, let me sign up for that. Cohen joined John Catsimatidis and Rita Cosby for Friday's Cats and Cosby show on 77 WABC to talk about the president and said the far left brought back the relationship roughly 6 months ago. Y'all are too quick to open your arms and want to invite everybody to the cookout, invite everybody over to the house, and just everything. Just like, quick caveat, the white man over on TikTok making jokes about black people being edible as if white people weren't eating black folks. He real quick when he got called out, started calling people woke, liberals. I thought he was a safe space. I thought he was down for the people. What? Why was somebody that's cool with the black community and just it's just don't say something like that? I'm gonna need y'all to stop thinking that folks would ever tap dance for you and you're melanated. Think about what I said. Out of nowhere, when I'm sitting with my wife at a restaurant, my phone buzzed and it was a text from that friend who expressed to me the president's genuine empathy for the hell that I was being dragged through. I deeply appreciated that text, Cohen said. I actually texted the president. I thanked him, expressed my sincere hope that this long, exhausting feud between the two of us could finally end. Trump has lost his damn mind, and I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm being literal. That he's forgotten that he's supposed to be mad at Michael Cohen. Anyone who's ever taken care of a dementia patient, anyone who's ever had a close relative that was living with dementia, you know what I'm talking about. Trump has lost it. He doesn't know that he's supposed to be mad at Michael Cohen. There's no way that Trump gives a damn about anything Michael Cohen is going through. And what is Michael Cohen going through? Michael Cohen has monetized everything that he possibly could. Michael Cohen pops up and gets paid for interviews anytime anything big happens with Trump. Michael Cohen has positioned himself as the Trump whisperer. You're absolutely right, Professor. Default position of whiteness: defend and protect their position at all costs. Cohen said Trump's replied back almost immediately and said it was actually time for us to meet. What's missing from this story? Michael Cohen never said that somebody needed to give him Trump's phone number. And before you go, well, it's possible he just didn't change his number. Why would you take that chance? And why wouldn't you have deleted his number if y'all been at odds this whole time? And Trump didn't say who this. And why would Trump say it's actually time for us to meet? Reconcile? Sure. Meet up? Sure. Time for us to meet? No, if Cohen knew where the proverbial bodies were buried, Trump would have never gone as hard on him as he has. Because one person that we can confirm does know where the bodies is buried is Susie Wiles. You can tell who has something on Trump because you can tell who gets away with what. And if Cohen had anything, Cohen would have monetized off of it by now. But did you catch that at no point in time has anybody said that they were giving somebody else's number, that they reconnect? We both knew the cost of this war, he said about their feud. In that moment, the ice between us, it didn't just melt, it broke. You're not you're not writing books about me and doing podcast after podcast, having a whole podcast, doing lives across multiple social media platforms, talking cash money shit about me, positioning yourself as if you know everything about me and making all these assessments. You're not going to show me exactly how the hell you think of me. And I'm like, yeah, let's link back up. Absolutely not. Trump, I think y'all keep forgetting Trump has damn dementia. Again, listen to the wording. It's actually time for us to meet. Again, not meet up, not reconcile, not bury the hatchet. Time for us to meet. Trump has dementia. And who's to say the person delivering the message was telling the truth? The person delivering the message is probably like, you know what, if we get Cohen back on our side, blah, 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 blah. And Trump has no idea. And again, what has Michael Cohen been going through? Because if you were going to feel sorry about what he was going through, where was the sorrow when he got censured and then lost his license to practice law? Where was, oh, I'm sorry for what you're going through when he went to prison? Where was this, oh, I'm sorry for what you're going through the multiple times he was dragged in front of Congress? Where was this, oh, I'm so sorry for what you're going through when he can't get employed by anyone else? So now that he has some type of financial stability, because remember, Michael Cohen said he was out to dinner with his wife. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think Michael Cohen was sitting in an Applebee's, a Chili's, a Sonic drive-through. So Cohen said the left embraced me as their ultimate weapon against Trump and that he deviated from their script. The PAC, they turned feral. What script did we have? What script did those not on the right have for anyone? Nobody used Michael Cohen as a weapon against Trump. If there was a weapon to be used against Trump, Trump wouldn't be in office. Michael Cohen used left-leaning individuals as a profit margin. Because y'all are too easily swayed. I say this about Christians. I say this about certain, because it especially like women with the I'm pro-woman, but I'm a man content. They'll be like, yeah, I was like this last year, but I'm reformed. You're not letting enough time happen to believe that there is change. But I'm also going to say this. Y'all will do this and forgive white-bodied individuals, especially white men. But I promise you, if you heard a rumor about me today, you probably still wouldn't forgive me for 10 years. You wouldn't ask me about the rumor. You wouldn't question the rumor. It wouldn't dawn on you that 9 times out of 10, the rumor doesn't match who I am. But you'd be like, nope. Every time you see my face, block that bitch. Why you don't like her? Because such and such told such and such, so touch such and such told me that she did da 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 da. Well, yeah, I was watching the show that day and I didn't see her do it, but that don't mean that she didn't do it. So I'm not gonna fuck with her. But Michael Cohen, you watched him. I'm reformed, never Trump again. That he's so slimy, he's a con man. He broke this law, that law, went into the courtroom, turned state's evidence on the man. And now, what's the left's fault? Yeah, the left turned on me. The left turned on me. What? When you're not financially stable, you go nowhere extra. You're absolutely right. Because he didn't say, oh, I was sitting at home. And again, he didn't say, oh, this person texted me Trump's number and told me that Trump said to reach out. Because I'm sorry, even if I've been at odds with somebody and a third person goes, you know what, they feeling kind of bad. They wish that y'all would reconnect. Because I've been there. From high school till now, I've been there. I'm not reaching out to that person. Because plenty of times folks want to get the crew back together. Folks want to get the besties back together. Folks want, because some people like the aesthetic. Some people like the vibe that folks bring. And they want to put those people together or back together. No. The president's former counsel also distanced the president from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Trump and Epstein had a relationship before falling out years before criminal charges were first brought against Epstein in 2008. Trump has denied any wrongdoing in connection with Epstein's crimes. I never once witnessed, I never heard of, I never saw, I never communicated, never saw in office Jeffrey Epstein, he said. Never saw him speak to him. Those two things shattered the left's narrative. The far left, they literally went on the absolute warpath against me because they know you're lying. And here's the thing. I don't think this is new. I think Michael Cohen all along was clawing his way back. And with everything that's going on now, especially with the Epstein thing, because you're seeing people like genuine MAGA really mulling things over and going, wait a minute, this don't seem right. This doesn't. Michael Cohen positioned himself to come back and try to be Trump's fixer. He can't do it in a litigious manner anymore, but he's already proven that he would do prison time for him. Baby, listen, let me explain something to y'all. I love my family dearly. Most of them, some of them. Okay, there are some family members I have that I love dearly. You want to know what I'm not going to do? Go to prison for them. Okay, there are some people in my life I wouldn't even get a jaywalking ticket for. So you're going to tell me an employer? Kiss my ass. This is why $6 million for 6 is needed, because the Villains Guild and the Outcast Nation need to take active steps literally to affect change. You got that right. Michael Cohen has been trying to sell where he can, but he also knows Trump is dementia riddled. Trump has upped, his net worth since being in the White House this time around. And Trump, there's bigger things to lose. And also, Cohen needs to set himself up to be in the employment of Junior, Eric, and Barron. Well, not so much Barron, because Barron will just pop up and flee the country. Let's not forget that he has dual citizenship, United States and Slovenia, just like his mother. But yeah, he wants that steady money. I don't think Michael Cohen likes the life of a content creator, especially since eventually his money is going to dry up because eventually Trump is going to die. We're not even talking about Trump being out of politics, because as long as Trump is alive, people will want to interview Michael Cohen to talk about Trump, good, bad, or indifferent. But once Trump dies, Michael Cohen hasn't been around the family long enough for it to transfer over to them asking questions about Eric, asking questions about Donnie Jr., asking questions about Kai, asking questions about melanoma, asking questions about any of them. So he has to get back in if he wants to keep his money going. It's no different than once upon a time, there were a bunch of creators. Y'all need to step it up then. I'm at 30,000 since Sunday, Professor. Yeah, he is. He is knocking about. Also, a quick caveat. Beginning tomorrow, Outcast Nation and Villains Guild, you will be getting messages either from myself, Professor Moriarty, Chaos King, or Smoking Hot Mess Jess to meet up with you all. There is literature I need to put in your hands, and I need to give you your reporting days and times so that everything can be properly chronicled. And those on the mutual aid committee, please send me a message and let me know a day and a time that you can meet with me as well. But yeah, Michael Cohen isn't cut out to be an influencer. And he's going to run out of people to discuss as a content creator. He's not linking up. But like I was saying, there was a period of time, there were a bunch of content creators of different following sizes that at some point in time, they were linked up and they were friends. Those friendships would break apart. And then they're like, let me expose this person. And people were eating it up and eating it up and eating it up. And folks were looking at me crazy. And I'm like, y'all sitting there talking about, oh, this person is such a gem. They're so honest. Thank you for opening my eyes to this person. Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me. Woo-hoo. Right now. If I've been friends with somebody for, let's say, 5 years, okay, we stop being friends. And then I come to you and tell you, you know what? She racist as hell. She transphobic. She homophobic. Yeah, and she's still a little bit, just on Fridays and Saturdays, she's still. But we've been friends for 5 years. I've known this the whole time. Why am I now a good person? I'm not. I'm trying to get ahead of anything I believe she may potentially say about me, because 9 times out of 10, I was the one that caused the issue. Catch what I'm putting down? And then they're like, don't believe this person after they told you that they were so honest. So da-da-da-da-da. Then these people link up and they're like, yeah, they the truth. They the truth. That's my bestie. We is forever. We the best ever. We done vetted each other. We the greatest. We angels. Da-da-da-da-da. Give it 6 months, if that. And then that bitch ain't shit. She did. Da-da-da. When are y'all gonna learn that is the GOP? It's not a new iteration of the GOP. That's the GOP. If you have not watched the breakdown of the history of the GOP and all of its factions, go on over to the Substack. Go to Linktree /Cincitaz, Cincitaz, and get on over there. It's not new. I have the step counter app. Nice. Now, Bernie Sanders says he told Graham Plattner to step aside. You should have never said anything to Graham Plattner to begin with. And also, why are y'all so gung-ho on Bernie Sanders? Y'all do realize he's an octogenarian incel, racist. He's a red pillar. Okay? He's going to preserve white men before any and all things. Also, did y'all forget that Bernie Sanders is an independent? Why is he knee deep in Democratic business? And why is he always trying to tell the Democrats what to do or what not to do? If you want to say so, join the party. You can't keep dipping your toe in the Dem side when that's not what you want. I think people keep forgetting he's independent. He can crisscross applesauce up and down all the lanes. Far too often, who Bernie Sanders is recommending for people to follow along with is full of shit. And why did it take this? People had so many excuses when it was just the racism and the tattoo. Like, y'all didn't learn from making excuses for whiskey leaks and his tattoo and his racism. Before you got baptized, that was the GOP. Don't matter. Same excuses, same rhetoric, same BS. When you knew about what he was doing in the military, Plattner, and how he was assaulting people of the intimate edition, you didn't care. Now he busted into bitches' houses. He busted into, yeah. And now that you have unequivocal proof that the victims were white, oh snap! We can't have that. You was putting your hands on the default damsel in distress. Word, and people saw it. Shit. Because before, y'all were calling it just toxic behavior. Everybody has a toxic stage. Y'all were saying, oh, he's just somebody who's been through stuff that came out on the other side and was better for it. What? Again, where is the pathway to change every day on and offline? Y'all love talking about it takes 30 days to create or break a habit. But y'all think that somebody can change in 2 hours and 3 minutes? One? Yes, Bernie Sanders is a grifter. Like, again, my black ass, if I don't even have to make a mistake, if the right person, quote unquote, comes up and says, you know, she ain't shit, she did X, Y, and Z. I'm using myself as an example because anytime I use somebody else, y'all think that the example is the truth. But I want you to really think about something. I want you to really think about something. When it comes to a white man, if somebody says he did something wrong, all of a sudden y'all got, well, prove it to me that he did it wrong. Where's the information? Where you got a screenshot? You got a video? You got some witnesses? Oh, you got any other witnesses other than them? Because they look a little dark to be being a witness against them. But if they say, oh, you know, he used to do the crack and he used to steal from everybody from coast to coast. But, you know, that was last month. This month, praise God, he is fixed. And you're like, he delivered. Oh, great. Oh, yes, come on into the house. So then when he leave and all your good china, your jewelry, your debit cards, your credit cards, them diamond earrings your mama gave you at your sweet 16 is gone. And you're like, well, it couldn't have been him. It could. I guess I just I misplaced everything. But let a melanated individual, and you be like, yeah, I heard from somebody who heard from somebody who heard from somebody who said that they saw through a flock camera that it was a little foggy when they was looking through the flock camera, even though they don't work for flock or the police department or the military, anything else, that they saw Darky McDarkerson sneeze too close to that white lady, and that's why that white lady fell in the street. What? Boycott. Go pick them up. Go pick them up. They need to be in jail. 50 years. 50 years. And you're like, you don't need no proof. I trust. That's a good source right there. I trust them. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? I hate to bring them up again, but good trouble. made a video wearing the merch with the slogan, with the saying that he poached from someone who thought that they had a budding friendship in a video. Multiple people were like, yeah, he did do this. He is selling this. No, he's not. He didn't do that. No, he wouldn't do that. No, what? I asked him and he said, nope, he didn't do it. But we have video after video after video after video after video showing that Carmelo Anthony is innocent, and how many people are like, no, he was the aggressor. Why would he have done this? Why would he have done that? Why would he? Why? Nope, gotta dig it. Now, the way white people talked about the woman who defended herself in the parking lot says it all. Thank you, Serge. Thank you. And I'm going to say something. Some of y'all going to get it, some of y'all won't. A lot of your, first of all, you shouldn't have a favorite politician, but a lot of your favorite politicians that you're always like, oh, what would they do? They need to run for president, are racist as shit. That's why they asked for Joe Biden to step down. That's why they asked for Joe Biden to step down. Because after they asked Joe Biden to step down, when did they actually factually start supporting Kamala Harris? Most of them led great sabotage efforts. Y'all sitting here hooting and hollering. Jasmine Crockett should have endorsed blah, blah, blah. When did they overwhelmingly come out to endorse Kamala Harris? They're sitting here telling you, oh, well, see, this is why I don't like Jasmine Crockett. She didn't endorse James Tallarico. She did, but you told her she wasn't qualified. You told her she wasn't qualified and she didn't have the expertise to speak on anything regarding the Senate, including its races. So why do you care if she endorsed him or not? You said she wasn't qualified. Since when do we require so much from the people that aren't employed at the company? If somebody applies for McDonald's and does not get hired at McDonald's, do you go track them down and ask them about what's the goings on at McDonald's? And if they endorse Burger King and Wendy's and everything, like what are we doing here, people? Hey.
Hello. We're doing the most. That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, because isn't it strange that because if I don't get hired for a job, nobody's coming to ask me about said job. What the crap just happened? Right. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. I don't want someone unqualified touch. Right. Because like if I apply for it, okay. Say this is just for the sake of conversation, just using this as an example because it's easy for people to follow. Again, don't make me cuss y'all out because a lot of times when I do these examples, y'all start asking folks, acting like I done started a rumor where I keep saying it's just an example. Okay. Now, sake of conversation, this example, say Jeff Kennedy decided, hey, he's going to do 3 days a week of the Kennedy effect. Okay. But he's like, you know what? I want the show to run for 4 days, but 3 of those days I'm going to do it. So I'm gonna hire an assistant for the show that's gonna handle that 4th day. And I'm like, you know what? Shoot, I could do it. I'm going to apply for it. And I don't get it. He finds somebody far more qualified. I don't get it. Do you know how ludicrous it would be to turn around for him to go, Taz? Well, why aren't you endorsing this person? And why aren't you getting the copy ready for them? And why aren't you, like, essentially, why aren't you doing their job?
Right.
Because these endorsements that they're calling for is essentially they want these people to go out and campaign for the other person, do the work. If you said I'm not qualified to do the work, why do you want me to do the work? Y'all told Kamala Harris you did not want her for president, that she did not qualify for the position. And then when shit started going south, what were
They
y'all
were like,
doing?
where's Kamala? Oh, where is she?
Right, you saying she can't
Minding
do
her
the job.
business.
Yeah, y'all saying she wasn't qualified. Y'all saying she wouldn't do a good job. Y'all saying she was not the good choice. So she said, okay, I respect that. I'm going to go away. But y'all are the same ones that complain when Trump didn't go away after losing. After y'all originally said, hey, Trump, we don't want you a second time. You didn't do a good job. We don't want you to come back. We give us the bag. And y'all got pissy because he wouldn't go away. But now you upset. This is why so many of y'all get stopped. This is why so many of y'all get stopped. Y'all send it to next signals. I think he's sexy that he keeps climbing through my window. Don't climb through my window. You will be Swiss cheese on somebody's pastrami. Don't do it.
Not today. Not ever. Man.
Like folks, cause okay. GCPR, let's bring it home a little bit. Let's bring it home. I want to ask that question because not only do y'all call upon people who you told they're not qualified for it, why don't y'all question stuff?
Yeah,
because
definitely don't question enough.
I'm not racist. I don't believe in that default dead industry. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because I could be like, you know what? Hey, I'm short on X, Y, and Z. Could somebody shoot me? Blah blah blah. Well, what do you need? Did you get this? Did you try this? Did you? Okay, cool, valid. But somebody can say, I'm hyperventilating. This is what they'll do. I'm hyperventilating. I feel like crap. You ask no questions. You ask no questions.
Right. And how do you type out hyperventilating while hyperventilating? That's a long word. Like I've hyperventilated a couple of times in my life, and there was no completing anything. There was no getting anything done. Never mind texting. I don't know. It's just me.
Right,
I don't know.
I'm just like there was.
It's like the person screaming out, I'm choking. Well, you can't be because you're talking. So
right. Just like one time I sat and watched. A person was talking, and I guess they had recently had a birthday. Like their birthday was in the same week. And after a year, you get accustomed to being like, yeah, I'm X amount of age. So you might forget.
Right.
Somebody's like, oh, see, I caught you in a lie, blah, 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 blah. The person was like, you know what? I'm just not used to saying that I am this age. That is my age, blah, 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 blah. Another person joined the panel. The person who joined the panel, I did recognize for some reason, like for 2 weeks, this person just kept coming up on my FYP. Every video did not match the previous one. No one was questioning this person whatsoever. First, the person's house burnt down. Then the person got burglarized. Then the person had a heart attack. And I was like, y'all didn't question that. But you questioned the person who I think they had just turned 42 or something and had referred to themselves as 41. It was like that.
Oh,
And I'm like, y'all don't
something
question
minor.
it. And yeah, when I looked at the two people, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
see why there's no question. Just like Dean. How did y'all think somebody who's never moved out, has yet to move out of their parents' house, living in a conservative household, is
Right.
on air being quote unquote super liberal?
Mm.
How do you think that they made an ideological change without any lived experience and without before they even voted for the first time?
They couldn't. I mean, logically speaking, if you don't
Because I
have
want
any
you,
exposure,
yeah, if your parents, say your parents were always Democrats,
or
the first time you go to vote, more than likely you're going to vote Democrat.
right.
That's all you have no real life experience. You ain't moved out yet. You haven't really paid any bit. Like you ain't dealt with anything. You haven't
Exactly.
had to really look into politics because even at 18, you don't know how that's really affecting you. I'm
Right.
called Hannah so much I have to think about my damn name. People forget things. Listen,
That's
I was
cute.
on the phone earlier. Well, Jess, you know this, waiting to get a call back regarding some stuff. One, even with the list that I made to make sure that in case the person forgot to answer all my questions when they said they were going to give me a call back, I came very close to not asking one question. Number one. Two, I started to give an old address.
Oh wow. Damn.
Just from what I was, because I was like, what? And I was like, whoa, like the first two numbers. And I was like, whoa, nope.
That's the wrong house. Not there anymore. Not now.
And I'm telling you, and that, whew, it, I've gotten very cautious. Now I'm like, I'll look at stuff. Because I got a friend asked me today, because they're coming up. And I was like, triple check that. Okay, yeah, that's the right one.
Like we gotta make sure we get this right. Get it together, Taz.
Yeah. But I'm just like, y'all, come on now.
You are right though. People don't question enough. We are not inquisitive enough about anything, I think.
And a lot of times it has to do with the gender and the race. And somebody's gonna be, no, it doesn't, I don't do that. Let me explain something to y'all. A couple of y'all fell for something a few weeks ago. I sat there and watched it. I saw it, and I was not going to respond to it. Then I said, "Hey, Jess," I was not going to respond to it because I was like, I want to see who falls for this, because no one will take accountability. You're right, Grid Squares, but I was like, because this person, for whatever reason, was like, oh, somebody from the Villains Guild contacted me. Now, I'm not expecting anybody to know every single member of the Villains Guild. I've said this before, that there are members that choose to be covert. There are members that are not even on social media. There are members that may not be on the same social media platforms that anybody traditionally is. But there are certain members, you do know who we are. You do know you could reach out to us. That was first red flag. Then I'm sitting there watching the story, and I'm watching all these people have a bleeding heart. Oh my God. Is your son okay? Who is? It's just like the cake pop lady. I want you. Come here. Come to the front. Don't touch the snack table. Get some water because it's hot. Other than that, don't touch nothing. Just come to the front.
Mm-hmm.
Who in their right mind is going to look at a white woman as a white person and say, hey, don't talk about your white kid. We're tired of hearing about your white kid.
Right. No
and
one.
Trying to make it seem like it was a non-white person that said that. First clue is we're not calling your children Aryan.
Right.
Caucasian, Anglo-Saxon, yes. Aryan, that's a y'all thing, not a we thing.
Right.
And I sat there and I'm like,
That's an odd choice of words. That's how you know it didn't happen.
And just like with the cake pop lady that was like, I'm getting racial threats, me and my family. Girl, you in a back and forth with another white lady. Who the hell is giving you racial threats?
Just inventing shit now.
Yeah, but I just sat there and I'm like,
I'm not surprised.
Nobody's asking any damn question. Nope. Nobody.
Nope.
Another time, somebody's like, I'm never coming back. I'm leaving. I don't want to be around you all anymore. Then they're like, hey, bestie, can you go in and tell them I'm having a hard time? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. No. And y'all don't think that's what, like, come on. Like, and granted, anxiety and depression manifest differently in different people, but I need y'all to realize the grace and the fact that you ignore certain shit because it's a woman or because it's a man because they're white body.
Yep. It's that benefit of a doubt. That's the white privilege.
Because I'm just like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all, you can't.
And they fall into those type of white people fall into those patterns time and time again, and then say they don't understand what white privilege is. Like, what you exhibit it all the time.
Because just like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. Some people got offended the last time. I don't give a damn. Some of y'all need to hear this. If you sitting there letting somebody, okay, Humpty dump you through the middle of the damn mattress, but they can't split a sandwich with you,
right?
They can't scoot over and let a little bit of the wind from the fan hit you. Why are you there?
Exactly.
Because some of y'all will sit there and have a bleeding
they
heart
don't like you.
for, white women. They're sitting there, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. They take 3 business breaths and then sit there and brag about their younger boyfriend, they blackety black boyfriend, how they get stuff busted wide open. And I'm just sitting here like, what?
Yep.
Like, look, y'all know who I love, but ain't no way I would be here if I'm sitting here starving and he got a whole Subway sandwich and I can't even have a bite.
Right.
And you think I'm gonna get online and be like, yeah, he did this, he put it on me, but I'm starving, y'all. Can y'all?
The priorities are not straight in that situation, ma'am. Everything is ass backwards.
Like,
you need to be able to eat. Share a treat. Damn.
Like, are we? People,
and this does really happen.
Yeah, people busting my DMs wide open. You know, we need to help such and such. You got some mutual aid. Like, you got to shout them out. No, I'm not shouting them out for mutual aid. They better mutual aid with legs closed.
I have seen it with my own 2 eyes. This is all true. Oh my gosh. I'm screaming on the inside.
And just, I'm down to help any and everybody. Because I was ready to rally the troops. Okay. I was sending a message and then I'm like, this heifer didn't even let 5 comments go by. You got a whole wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And I have found when you put parameters around things too, when you kind of like set boundaries for things, that the requests tend to fall away, because that happened in Eager as well. Like, we do the mutual aid over there, as you know, and once we started putting in and saying that, like we want to know more about the help that you're getting, and if you're getting help from anyone else, like what else can we do to help besides instant cash. The requests have fallen back, like slim to none. It's like, oh.
And another thing that I've noticed, even though as many times as we tell them, mutual aid goes through me, and it's not like I'm some grand czar poobah of it. It's been my thing for years. So I have the most networks and the most resources to share with people and bring more people in with their expertise, their knowledge, and, their network as well. But no matter how many times I say that, I've noticed that there are people who are in most of or all of the discords that will go to one discord. And then, and also, hey, if you're watching Sound of Coffee, y'all can stop tagging him and stuff. If you haven't noticed, I'm going to stop. He's not going to see it. He has trained himself to focus on getting through the show.
Yes.
Hey, I need this. Oh, I'm suffering. Still got to go through me. Still need to know some particulars. And I'm not going to as to the particulars I need to know, but there are organizations that may be closer to you that can get to you quicker.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just information that's. Hey, how you doing, Chaos?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm
Hey,
good.
Nana.
How you doing?
What up, Jay? Hey, Sparkle Butts and Doodly Wops.
Doodly Wops?
Yes, Doodly Wops.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
I hope so. I just stopped in to get some water.
I'm not water.
You're a tall glass of water, ma'am. What you mean? I didn't hear that, so we're good here.
She said she wasn't water.
That's it. That's all. That's it.
I heard that part.
Well, put two and two together.
Don't put nothing together. This ain't that.
Help the big girl.
Oh, damn. Taz is like, now I need a moment to get myself back together.
The Bills Rams. I need one. I really don't. Yeah, put it in the mutual aid just so that I have it. Because on Thursdays, I go through more stuff, and I have a buttload of organizations and stuff that I got from Dave the Viking that I have to go through.
Oh, that's cool.
See, I keep telling them you are Otis and they are the Temptations. You got that right. I'm going to see him acting up as you. Yes, Yankee, you did.
Ain't nobody coming to see
yeah.
you, Otis.
Yeah, like I said, I noticed that people will not put certain things in certain discords. Baby, I still like the fact that y'all try to pull it. Not y'all know the y'all that I'm talking about. If it don't apply, let it fly. You're banking on fetishization, and some of y'all don't need help. I mean, you do need help.
Not that kind of help.
Of the medicational time, of the medicinal kind. But some of y'all you're playing a game, and it's a game that a lot more, every woman is indoctrinated into. You have to fight to get out of what?
Yeah.
What?
Real quick, Jess.
Yes.
So I was driving up to the house, and took everything in me not to scream at you through the phone. Because you said you saw it with your own two eyes. Your own two eyes. You can't see with your own two eyes.
I definitely can't.
But you got four of them. So I'm like, you two eyes? What? Wait, am I missing?
You got me there.
Take it back. Say sorry.
You sorry.
Oh shit. That's funny.
In a way you can use.
That's right.
Say you sorry.
From the one, the only Taz J.
You heard me what?
Never heard you.
Heard me which part?
Say you sorry.
You sorry.
Huh?
Want me kiss it, make it better?
Do you want me to kiss it and make it better? You gonna say you sorry? Yes, you are. Then I don't know how to kiss.
Remember that too.
Give me a kiss. Say you're sorry.
Come on.
Sorry, give me a kiss.
I'll give you a kiss. How about
Say you're
that?
sorry.
Give you a kiss. Come on, gotta go.
What did you eat?
I had a Chicago dog. Stop tasting my kisses.
It's kind of hard not to. What you mean?
She is not kissing me to be kissing me.
No, I'm not.
She's kissing me to figure out what I had to eat.
She's investigating. It's an investigative kiss. Okay.
That's
Damn.
That's sad. She like, what did you eat?
Sad.
I went over to
It
Chicago.
seems delicious.
It was subpar this one. It was still good though. Any Chicago dog.
I don't know.
You'll find out. I was over by the place on it's called Skyway Dog, where they have the Shaggy Dog, which is an all beef hot dog with Swiss cheese and sauerkraut. Oh, it's so delicious.
Oh, that sounds. That's
they
something
didn't-
I would
they-
tear up.
They did not have it.
Me
I was like, y'all
Nana
got to tell me-
or hold on, me Nana or him?
They bringing it back next week.
Me Nana or him?
What did you say?
Did you read your inbox?
Yeah, I got it open right now, Nana. I ain't read it yet because I
Okay.
came here to hassle Jess before I left out.
You got me good too.
Vicky said she was-
Hey DJ, thank you. Oh, this is how I'm so feeling. I got
Hi,
off work.
DJ.
I got off work at 5 this morning and was up at 10:30. I made it home about 6. I was up this morning at 10, getting in the shower so I can go out the door and try to hustle, make some money, so I can pay my water bill and get my my outfit for next week.
Right.
Okay, harassing
That's
innocent people.
important.
Yes, he is harassing me, and I'm innocent.
Okay, you about as innocent as Harley.
Ooh, damn. Taz is innocent.
How fast can you run?
Only thing you ain't do was take a crap on the floor.
Oh.
How fast can you run?
Not fast at all. I got to go tomorrow and get injections in my hips.
I'm gonna inject you.
She said, ask me in a couple days.
Ow. Ow. I'm going back to the car now. Ow.
Before he gets in trouble. Yes, stop before you get in trouble.
You said yes. You said yes. You said yes.
Yes. And the iJews are coming in like 10 days. Yay!
And exactly, Nana. He needs Jesus. First of all, why are you still here?
I'm reading now.
I can't touch you if you still back there. I have a
I love you too, Nana.
and then apocryphal. What? What'd she say? I don't know.
She said she loved me.
That's it.
No, man, could have been a conversation between me and my Nana. Get your granddaughter, Nana. She all up in my business.
You know, I'm not being. And I'm a little jealous that you had a. You ain't even think to bring. That's. I feel like that's some type of abuse.
I was all the way over east by the lake. I need you to bump your brakes and shit. You didn't bring me down.
Well, you didn't.
We'll get you a real style, woman.
All right. Okay. Still need Jesus.
Oh. Slid that one right back in there. You need Jesus.
Ow. Oh.
That was funny.
I guess she went back to sleep.
Is she still in the kennel? Is she still in trouble? Or she's out of the kennel today?
No, she was out of the kennel the other day. Her and my brother-in-law that she beefing with on my shit list right now.
Oh.
So they both, yeah.
they can enjoy that space together. This shit list.
I'm just like,
I hope to never be on Taz's shit list. That's a place I don't look to be. Like, now I'll pass on that.
They said Nana and Jesus watching y'all. You know what?
That's funny.
I am innocent. Jeez Louise.
I stand by Taz. Taz is innocent.
No
I need
matter
a
what
poster
that
board.
raggedy non-facial hair connecting biatch Eric has to say all over my page now.
Oh, not the raggedy head.
Taz and Chaos Show is a funny show on TikTok for me.
It is. I agree with that. Absolutely. I enjoyed it myself.
Yeah. Now I gotta. Oh yeah, update on the TikTok page. My TikTok page. We're almost there. We're at 2,100 views. We're getting there. We're almost getting to the point where we can take super chats, etc. We're inching there.
Oh, okay, cool. On the YouTube page?
Yes.
Good. I've been
Now,
trying to get there for a while.
Yeah, I need y'all to subscribe to some stuff, buy some stuff. Y'all know I gotta replace my ID so I can get a merit.
Right? We gotta make this happen.
Whew. And I will let you all know tomorrow morning if there will be a task effect tomorrow, because I gotta go get some stuff done and printed out, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it back. Doing my best, but there's so many burner pages I can make.
Right.
If you just let the 2100 is for watched hours, so if you just watch, it'll be great. I love that Taz and Chaos Show. Yeah. Not only is she innocent, I will help hide the evidence. Thank you, Annabelle.
There you go. Okay. Hiding the evidence. I'll hide it too. Yeah. Got your back. Always. Woo.
Also, hold on. Where's the one? Hold on.
Taz has a lot on her page, y'all.
There. Nope. That's not it. Trump officially signed money. He is the first living president to ever do it. So the $100 bill.
Jesus. This man is relentless. Like I can't with him.
The $100
so
bill.
Egotistical.
Now here's the thing. I'm not usually one to carry money. I will say for a period of time, well, anytime I would travel, my dad had a thing of giving me cash.
Right.
And I get it. You know, when you're traveling, sometimes cash is the best way to go.
Right.
I don't want no Trump money. Like we put the kibosh on the Harriet Tubman $20 bill for this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what is the point? Like, you're alive. And this is why I say he knows no one is going to do anything immemorial to him. Immemorial. We can photocopy you in downtown Boston for you. So, okay, here we go. Here it is. This is
that bad.
Judge rules against Trump, says he clearly prefers white people. A federal judge in Ohio ruled against the Trump administration Monday, citing bigoted comments President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance made about immigrants. U.S. District Judge Algernon Marbley ordered the White House to unfreeze immigrants' benefit applications, citing Trump and Vance's outright hostility towards immigrants both before and after the 2024 presidential election. These applications include filings for work authorization and green cards from people in the U.S. from countries including Burma, Canada, Iran, Nigeria, Syria, Tanzania, and Venezuela. Their ire appears focused on immigrants from countries in the Caribbean, South America, Africa, and Asia. Marbley, nominated to the federal bench by President Bill Clinton in 1997, wrote, "The judge quoted many of Trump's comments against immigrants of color, including the time he railed against people coming to the U.S. from shithole countries, or when
Mm-hmm.
he claimed Haitians are poisoning the blood of the country. In his second term as president, Trump attacked Somali Americans and accused them of adding nothing to the country and oversaw violent immigration crackdowns across the country, particularly in Minnesota. If I
Yep.
have to create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do," Vance said in 2024, which Marbley quoted directly.
Mm. Okay.
I want y'all
So I
to
guess
think.
that's not working out for them.
Yeah, but I want y'all to really think about this last part. If I have to create stories so that the American media actually pays attention,
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
do y'all get it?
Just be
And the
nickel.
fact that it's not just presidents, it's not just, I've said this before, let me say it again, and hopefully people get it.
Mm.
Everybody has a public. The size of everybody's public is different.
Yep.
And if the VP is willing to say that out loud, I want you to think about how many times a white bodied individual has created something just for the sake of getting attention or whatever.
Right.
Because
Making
when I'm talking
stories
about
up and lying.
when I talk about my nemesis, for those of y'all that still haven't put two and two together, she was a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was a white woman. And I bring it up and I use myself as an example because one, I give advice according to what I have lived and what's worked and what hasn't, and you can adapt it how you want. But I wanted to show that in my black ass family, where she is the least educated,
Mm-hmm.
because she is white, no one really questions. And even when I've given pushback, I've even had people say, "Oh, well, you could just like I said, hey, you all are mad because I didn't show up to this event. How was I supposed to know this event was taking place?" Well, she figures it out, and you could just figure out that there was an event.
Hmm? It's putting all the pressure on you. What? Yep.
So it'd be like if Jess decides she's going to throw a party at her house. How would I know that?
Right. I'd have to tell you that somebody has to let you know that the party's being thrown. It doesn't just manifest and tell me itself.
Exactly. That is exactly what it is. Yes. Just like on TikTok, Professor Moriarty, where people they will make up stuff
Yep.
and folks just roll with, and nobody asks questions. Nobody asks questions. Let me explain something to y'all. Once upon a time, shortly after we got out of lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't sleep. I did a live. There weren't very many people in the live. A couple people said something, and I snapped. I snapped because I was really going through stuff, and I should have been off the internet. I should have been.
Right.
But I
Well, there's
snapped.
times
I
where
was
you
trying
were
to deal with
live, but
something.
you shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I was trying to deal with something pretty heavy, and nobody really knew. But I was like, okay, enough is enough. Like I'm getting terrorized, so I let it's like a handful of people know this is what I'm going through. I really don't give a damn. Like just stop. And the only reason I went live at that time is because I did not want the intrusive thoughts to win. And I was like, maybe if I'm live, I will be less likely to do this. Just so jump back in. So people that I was cool with at the time, the next day I told them, like, hey, because I let them know, like, okay, in case you hear about this, because this is out of character for me, this is what happened. I really did this. I really said this. I really made it known. It's the only reason why I told them this. It wasn't trying to get sympathy or whatever. I just didn't want anybody arguing, going, no, she would never do this, blah, 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 and looking like a liar when I'm like, yeah, I know I did this. I know I stepped out of my character. I'm going to let you know as my friend, yep, this is what happened. This is what I said. Instead of going, okay, thank you. If it comes up, I know you did it.
Right.
Did you get a screen recording? Who all was in it? I don't know. I don't care. Who heard it isn't important. I'm just saying, in case it comes back to if anybody asks you, you know, why I said this, why I did, just so you know, yes, I did say it. They can come back and ask me. Yes, I stepped out of character. Bingo, boingo, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you did. And then it turned into, well, she won't download the data for us and show us, so she got to be lying about it.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of data to download just for. I'm not one of those screenshot and screen recording people either. Like, it takes too much memory and it takes too much energy to.
Mind you, this was the early days of the TikTok lives being available for downloading. And you know, when TikTok rolls things out, everybody doesn't get it at the same time. You don't get those features all at the same time.
Right.
And at the time, I think I just got highlights. I think where my account was, I only got the clips.
Right.
So I'm just like, okay. But why? First of all, they're like, oh, you're trying to play victim. No, I was very much so the villain. I was so in the wrong. I'm telling on myself.
Right.
It's like, well, just, you know, we've had conversations where I'm like, yeah, Jess, this is what happened. I did this. So don't try to defend me in this, correct? Like,
right.
I did. So if somebody comes to you, you know, yeah, your friend did this.
Yeah.
Because I know you would be like, nah, that don't sound like her. And you would argue in my defense, which I appreciate. But I don't ever want somebody to argue in my defense when I know I did it. So I'm going to tell you, like, yeah, girl, if they come to you, I did it. You don't defend me. I did it. Like, and it was one of those, and I'm like, yeah, but I was like, no, I'm not going through all of that. I'm not emailing TikTok to send me something. I'm telling you, I said this. I did. Who lies and goes, I was a horrible person? Just
right.
It's like, oh my God.
Exactly. No one.
Like, yeah, I cussed him out. I did. I don't know. Like, I'm not proud of it. And I'm laughing because even telling it back, it was so ridiculous. But the fact that these people needed proof. And then from there, it's the, you know, she talk about everybody behind their back.
Right. And then the new rumors start. Damn. Hating.
Like, how did me telling on me
turn into this?
Because I didn't say, oh, you know, such and such did this to me. No, I snapped. I said this, that, and the other. I said, I don't know who saw the live. That wasn't the important part. But I knew people were watching the live. So in case somebody says,
This is what I said. Am I proud? No, but this is what happened.
It's what it is. And I'm pretty sure none of y'all would want to be like arguing somebody down, like Taz wouldn't have done that. Then I pop up, never telling y'all, be like, yeah, girl, I did.
I did. That would be bad. That would. We don't want that.
Yeah, but I'm like, and then the people that are like, yeah, you know, she been doing that. Nobody questioned them. Like, okay, if she been sitting around talking shit about people, y'all admit to talking to her for hours at a time during the day. So nobody said so. Who you talk shit about?
Exactly. It's you, not me. It's you. You're projecting.
Right. Just like these group chats, everybody wants to drop screenshots of a group chat. Put the whole thing, put the whole conversation in there. You don't get to put the whole group chat in, but put the whole conversation in there. Don't just tell me somebody's response. Let me know what they're responding to.
We need the meat and potatoes, please.
Yeah, because the response can be taken any kind of way.
Yeah, it can. Out of context for sure.
Because I thinking back, oh my goodness. Like, for instance,
That's how it
this
was, huh?
Sunday,
It was like screenshot of this and a screenshot of that, but not the
you're
whole
like,
story.
okay, on Sunday, when I tried to behave,
You tried.
Jess is a peach. Okay. I will text Jess. I promise you, our Sunday conversations, if you just randomly took a screenshot and put it out there, it would go
It'd be
so left.
interesting.
It would go so people be like, who are you talking about me? No.
Exactly.
Not talking about the 10. It's random thoughts that are popping in.
Exactly. It's all random.
Especially if I zone out and zone back in. I'm like, I think they just said this. That don't
Yeah.
mean it. But if you I did. Professor, it got bad. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, when people, because it's been a couple times where people are like, yeah, you didn't say that when we were in a group chat and you put it in there, and they get mad at me when I'm like, okay, what did you say in a group chat? Like, if y'all in a group chat together, y'all agree on some type of level. What did you say, and why? What is this a response to?
Exactly.
What is this a response to? Because even we have several family group chats. Like, we have the clergy chat.
Yep.
I kid you not, I yesterday was looking through the clergy chat, looking for something in particular that my uncle had said. Okay. And I knew I would need it for class. So, and I was looking at some of the things, and I was like, Jesus Christ. If somebody just randomly took a screenshot, just out of context, and put it out here, they would think that we were a diabolical family.
Right.
Because since it's clergy, sometimes somebody will be like, oh, I'm thinking of this for a sermon, or could you break this down? And because we're also family, we don't talk to each other in complete sentences in text. I just realized it. But we get what each other is saying. So I'm like, I was like, oh dear God, this.
It would come across way different out of hand, huh?
I started going through different chats that I have, and I was like, yep. Mm-hmm. If you don't pay attention to who somebody is, or if you don't know who they're talking to, anybody's message would. I was like, yeah, that could
that could be problematic. It could be.
And I started thinking, like, okay, if you cropped it here, it just put this up. There's one exchange about groceries that Chaos and I had.
Oh,
earlier today, I sat there just because you know how my brain, like, do a little experiment. And I'm like, if I crop this way, so many different interpretations.
Especially about the groceries. I mean, that could go wrong in so many ways.
Yes. And I'm just like, oh, that.
Let's not let this happen. I hope nobody ever just comes to screenshot this conversation, because it would go way left, way quick.
And I got, there's another one that's all about comics, and I'm like, yeah, screenshotting this would be bad. This
right.
And one person in that chat randomly quotes different comic book characters, just randomly will drop a quote in there.
Oh,
if you don't know that that's what it is,
you'd be lost.
Are we saying, sir, no, would you stop saying that? Oh my goodness. See, and this is what I mean. Here he comes. So are we saying I eat groceries? Oh my goodness. See, this is what I mean.
That's how the conversation went.
Yes. And I'm like, this is what I mean. Because I was like, yeah, because every time it gets to a point where folks that have been friends for so long decide to want to expose one another, if you thought this person was so problematic, why are you around? Like, why are you around so long? I don't. Y'all are trying to put out text.
I don't like behavior like that. I think it's very childish.
Yeah, she's of Asian descent, and I did not know about her until this latest account. And I love her perspective and her take on things. And I went through her account, and she was saying that she didn't used to have these views, that she's still working through a lot of biases, that she realizes that she grew up in a very anti-Black household. And she admitted, like, hey, don't take me as some type of savior. I'm working through this in real time. I'm just doing it in front of a camera. She's kind of like Doogie Howser in it, like using TikTok as like her journal to hold herself accountable.
Okay.
Someone that she was previously in a group chat with exposed her chats, and she's like, yeah, I already told everybody that, yeah, I used to think this way. Then something happened. She got a breakdown, and she realized she really hurt a close friend of hers. And in the process of trying to work on herself to mend that friendship, she realized, oh, I got bigger things to take care of. And she's doing it. And then when she showed the full conversation where they had picked little pieces out, it made me like, let me go back. Because again, they didn't show what she was reacting to, what she was answering.
Right, just parts of it.
Yeah, and I'm not making any excuses for what she said. What she said was bad. It was. But what she was reacting to
was even worse.
Like, say, for instance, she was like, oh, yeah, they were chimping out. Bad. Yes, we know that.
Yep.
But imagine what she was reacting to was somebody being lynched. I mean, they're delicious. Sir, Jesus Christ, why are you like this?
It's all fun.
But I need supervision. Yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, and that's what made me like, if I went through and then I also started paying attention to how people react. I started looking at specifically like people's video responses on TikTok and on YouTube. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, you can video response to comments. Some people can. Some people don't have that feature on YouTube. Some people do. And I'm like, I'll go to the comment section.
And it's wild.
I don't know what. Oh my goodness.
Lots of confusion in the comment sections.
There's one in my comment section. Jesus Christ. Y'all know I do Saturday shenanigans because like the weekend I try to like let people just laugh, kick back, and I need to laugh also.
Exactly. Need to have a good time once in a while.
Getting so like there's a whole dissertation in one of the videos.
Oh,
and
damn.
They're like so, and I'm like, this is a. What about you take seriously? Like,
who's watching this?
I'm like, what? And I don't know if the comment is still up there because I did respond back to the person like, how did you get? Why are you so serious about this? It's the one with the bird where they're they were supposed to be giving the bird a snack, like dropping some food in the bird's mouth and completely missed the mouth, and the bird is looking like, are you serious for real? Are you
right? My mouth is right here.
About how birds never forget, and you better. I'm like, what the God?
Damn.
I'm like,
they got deep.
I was like, you ain't got no friends, do you?
Right? They got way too much time on their hands.
Some people have to overanalyze everything, and I'm an overthinker. I know I'm an overthinker, and this is why I said earlier that some people come in just trying to appear to be the smartest person in the room.
Right.
Smart people know how to have fun, y'all.
Exactly.
Like
they're just like regular people too.
Like just like, oh my God. I'm like, oh good.
Smart people like to have a good time. They are a good time.
Yeah, and then what was it? One of the many videos where Trump was just getting so many things wrong at his different speeches.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes somebody, well, they should do this and that. Like, we are not about to be serious over the weekend. Okay, if I have to be serious over the weekend, that makes me cranky. Yes, but you know how to bring it down and laugh for no reason. Right. That's the thing. Like, like, stop yucking the young. Okay. If you need to be serious 24/7, look, Friday after actually Thursday night, block me till Monday morning. Unblock me on Monday morning.
Right.
Lord Jesus. Oh my goodness.
We have fun on Fridays and we keep the fun rolling, and then we get serious again on Monday.
Right. I'm like, oh. And then the people who get offended when I make a video from church, I'm like,
oh, wow,
what?
really?
You would think the way they get upset, you would think that I stood up and was doing like a get ready with me in the middle of church. You would think that I have my phone up, like, yeah, y'all see this? You should have, like,
right? Like you're doing the most, but you're not really doing anything.
Like,
just keeping it simple.
I'm like, there's time in between services. Like, Jesus Christ, like, I'm like, okay. Like, I swear some people think that I'm running up and down. Like, no.
That's like, I'm not running anywhere, first of all.
Absolutely not. I was talking to another friend earlier, and she's talking about somebody wanted her to chase. And I was like, I don't want to be chasing. I'm not chasing nobody. Okay, I'm not running nowhere. I'm not doing I'm not doing none of that. She's like, well, I would chase an ice cream truck, girl. If you wave your debit card, they'll stop. I'm not.
Oh, that's a good trick. I didn't think of that, to wave the debit card. What? It's money.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not. Dude. No, we're not doing.
But if you trip and fall while running to the ice cream man, I guarantee you get a free ice cream. How do I know? I've done that.
Annabelle said, I just go around looking screens for fun. Annabelle, some way, somehow.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, Annabelle. You would do it for the shock value. I feel like you would make eye contact with somebody and do it for just the shock value of freaking them out. I feel like that's what you would do. Now, I believe that you would have a pre-picked out screen that's already like cleaned. I feel like that's what you would do, but the other person wouldn't know. I feel like the other person would know and would think that, yeah, I feel like that.
Yeah, that tracks. I have to agree a little bit. And no, I'm not surprised. I do.
I said just football flopping for ice cream. What the?
Yeah, I was. That's exactly how it went. It was awful.
It was like, But no, yeah. That should not be so funny, but it is. It is. Non-deconstructed white ladies. Why y'all be in full-fledged relationships getting mad? Talking about, what about me? What about white women? When somebody says that their preference isn't white women, baby, you already chosen. Why are you?
Like, you're not even available, ma'am. Sit down. I'm taking this way too literally right now. Nobody's even talking about you because you're not even on the market.
Somebody the other day asked me if I was offended by a video that was circulating around. Okay, now I thought it was I did see it. It was a cute little video. And I guess this guy had made a couple videos leading up to his wife's birthday. And he was talking about his preference, and everything he was describing was his wife. And I'm like, well, what about us? He didn't say nothing about race. He didn't say anything. It was very specific. It was just real cute.
Right.
Okay. And one lady was like, well, you're not, because I was like, oh, this is so cute. Happy birthday to your wife. Da, 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 da. One lady commented back to me, you're not offended?
Why would you be offended? Why? Yeah, why? Like,
I said, I'm not checking for him. I said, so let's play devil's advocate. Let's say I am single, okay, and ready to mingle. I still wouldn't be offended because I have preferences. And I'm
Right.
not bigoted or anything. And if somebody, just because somebody's attracted to me or I'm attracted to somebody, doesn't mean that they got to have eyes for me either. Like,
Exactly.
Jess got her ice cream and yelled score.
I did.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done that too. Yeah, like, this woman was like, you're not offended. No,
You have no reason to be offended.
and please don't pick me. Please, don't do that. Look right on paper. No, I don't care.
Right?
They're like, well, do you get offended when people say that Black women aren't good? No, I get irritated when we get brought into a conversation that didn't have nothing to do with us.
Exactly.
If your preference is white women, okay, you don't have to be like, well, I like white women because Black women don't. Blah, 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 blah.
Right. There's a way to state your preferences without offending everyone else that's not on your preference list. And people don't have to be offended by one's preference list. Like, I think we all have one, don't we?
Yep. And the thing about it is, first of all, the white women who do get offended, I'm like, y'all getting offended by the wrong thing. Because I can be offended by how some of these people are fetishizing y'all and how they denigrate y'all. Because they're men that make white women sound so weak. Like you could just do anything to a white woman.
Yeah, like we're submissive as fuck. They haven't met me.
A few, right before Thanksgiving last year, I got called to pick me. I had to laugh. Okay.
Oh wow.
Said, white women aren't going to pick you. I said, I'm not trying to get picked by anybody, but I said, I was like, y'all make white women sound so undesirable. Why do you want that? Right. I was like, because y'all make it seem like these women can't breathe unless you tell them to breathe. Like, how is this a good thing? And I was like, and why do you want to be with somebody who makes you seem less than? And it was a white woman. You're a pick me, blah, blah, blah. You're just jealous of what? Like, I don't want nobody to talk about me like that. And I'm asking you, like, don't you want more of yourself? She's like, you're just mad because they would choose me over you. Oh, wow. I'm happy that they would choose you over me because that don't seem like the life that I want. And I said, and this also makes sense why you type of pick me don't automatically get an attitude when you see us come around.
Right.
Because you realize he's denigrating us because he couldn't get with one of us. Whichever one of us he had eyes for was like, no, thank you. No,
got shot down. No, next.
Because I'm just like, what? I was like, because also I don't know any weak white. Okay, I take that back. There were two white women that I could say fit the stereotype. But they worked hard to fit the stereotype. I feel like them women went to the stereotype gym and worked out in order to fit the stereotype.
Right, to find out what they could do to get it down to a T. Okay.
It seemed like a full-time job. And I'm like, they look so miserable, but I'm like, they were doing everything to stay in that situation. So I just had to just shrug and be like, you like it, I love it.
They must like it. Yeah, that part. You like it, I love it.
I wanted to. Where they make them white ladies at? Because every other white woman I'd have never seen, like these heifers be fighting the cops and mountain lions.
Right.
Like every time I hear about a mountain lion taking somebody off the census, it's a white man, not usually a white lady. When I hear a white lady die because of an animal, I'm like, what man messed up the schedule? Because something happened. Because I'm like, they be fighting like wild animals, rescuing feral cats and shit, and be going like toe to toe with them. Hey, Gavin. And I'm just like, only two. Yeah, only two, Professor Moore. That's just my narrow. I haven't really met. I'm not saying that there aren't more white women out there that fit the stereotype. I just will say those are the ones that I have met that I can say I've sat down, broke bread with, had conversations with. There's some that I've questioned. Do they fit into that? But I haven't been around them long enough to be able to say, yeah, they do or no, they don't. I don't know. But I'm like, met a lot of Karens in the wild though.
Right.
And them heifers annoying but scary.
Definitely scary.
Because the
And
camera looks like
annoying.
Hulk and be like, come on, square up. What, ma'am? If he inhales, we all die. What do you? Don't do that.
Take it to the extreme.
Yeah, I'm just like, let's not. Please and thank you. Let us not.
I want to go home in one piece today.
Yeah. Like I said, the one that met the stereotype, they worked at it. Like I sat in awe, like y'all.
They wanted to be that.
Yeah, like they would sit and hype each other up.
Oh,
to be we, like, you know, if you do this or you do,
that's a special breed. Okay.
And I was just like, what? And it was like a little. It was at a job that I worked. It was like a little part-time job, okay? And this job I took to get the discount, okay?
Hey, I've been there. Definitely worth a discount sometimes, especially depending on what time of year it is. It really come in handy.
20 hours a week I worked there plus my other job. It was the extra money was great, but the discount really helped, especially like for birthdays, holidays, stuff like that.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. And there would be time, and it would be every time I would be in the break room. Because they're really, for the sake of me saving money and getting this part-time job worth it, I had to be religious about packing my lunch. So I would sit in the break room that was all the way in the back, so I would not be tempted to go out anywhere and get anything or buy any extra snacks, because y'all know I love a good snack.
Exactly.
So I had to discipline myself there, and I'll be stuck back there, and I would literally listen to them hype each other. And I'm like, what? And then one time they came over to me and was like, you know, we could help you if you ever want to get a husband.
A husband? What?
Now, I'm terrified, but I'm intrigued because I'm like, I feel like this is some step for wife stuff, but I got to see it through. And I was like, whatever do you mean? I should never say
like,
that.
How do you get a husband?
Get a husband if you do this and don't do this and pretend to be. Wait a minute.
Wow.
So you're basically abusing yourself to be with him. Oh, hell no.
Doing too much. Doing the most.
Did you know that Karen is now in the Oxford English Dictionary? No, I didn't, but thank you, because it was on my list of words to check to see if it was in the dictionary. Before y'all question, Taz, you make a list and randomly check to see if it made it into the dictionary. Yes. Are you new here?
Right. Like, that's just a simple pastime. Yes. We do this.
Isn't it great to be alive in the state of confusion we call life on a Tuesday evening? Yes, Gambit. Yeah. I voted my wife most likely to bring home and stray as her talent. And yeah, I believe it. But yeah, and I mean, these two women that
right? They were out there.
They would not spend $1 without texting their husbands to get written confirmation that and I mean literally $1. They said that they could spend anything under $1, but if it went above $1, they had to get permission.
Oh, damn. That couldn't be me. Never.
And I thought they were messing with me. I thought they were joking with me. And then the one was like, see, and he'll tell me exactly and show me the text message. Like he'll show me exactly what. And then it wasn't on the same day. I believe it was in like the same week, I think. It's been a couple that their husbands came in. Black men. I swear for God, the most unfortunate collaboration of genetics I've ever seen come together in people, black men. I was like, yeah, they wouldn't go play for our team.
Damn.
And the way those women, their whole bodies clenched up. And I was like, are you their type? Right. Or what? Like
shit.
Oh yeah, Professor Moriarty. There were white women who wanted Karen to be listed as a slur, and we're like, and it was then that people were like, is Karen just for white women? Because the rest of us were calling anybody with a certain type of behavior a Karen.
Right.
No white woman was
It
taking
wasn't
it.
just any white woman, it was the behavior. Yep.
Yeah, because I was just, and I'm telling you, like, the more I would be sitting back there with them women, and like the one
The
time the lady
crazier
asked
you
me
thought
for
they
like,
were.
yeah, my chicken salad recipe. So I was telling her, she's like, oh, I can't get the fancy vegetables. He doesn't like me to spend da 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 when I go to the grocery store.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, fancy vegetables,
It's just
onion,
some
and
peppers.
I'm
Right.
like, onion, celery, and a couple pepper. What? Huh? Okay.
It's some change, couple of dollars here and there. That's wild.
I was just like, oh, okay. And it's funny because they kept telling me, and they're like, yeah, a white man would be perfect for you, but watch out for his mother.
Oh. I mean, they aren't wrong, but oh. The moms can be
Like,
diabolical.
I've dated
That's
some
the
white
old
people,
school moms.
and one mom, she tried to accidentally kill me way too many times. And before y'all go, how are you sure it was accident? She was high off her ass.
Oh wow.
I didn't realize it until someone else pointed out the signs of active addiction to me because I didn't know. And she was such a functioning addict, and me not knowing what to look for, I didn't realize it. And it dawned on me when she was like, oh, do you want orange juice? And I was like, oh, yeah. And I took a big swig of orange juice and got dizzy, and my nose was burning because I coughed. And you know how sometimes you cough and a little bit of something comes out your nose. Yeah. I know that there's a name for the drink, but it was vodka and orange juice mixed together. She had a picture of it. Okay, yeah. She had a picture of it in the refrigerator. It never dawned on me to ask someone who's just offering me orange juice, was there vodka in it?
She got you good with the screwdriver. Okay. The sneak attack.
So I'm just like,
whoa, what the hell is in this?
and that's what I was like, the person that I was with at the time, I was like, because we went over there to get in the pool, and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting in the pool. Like, I feel weird. I feel, because I wasn't looking to drink alcohol.
Right. What's up with people lacing your stuff and lace your food, lace your tea?
I picked up the glass, and I'm like, I'm throwing it back because I'm thinking it's orange juice. And on top of this, I was using the orange juice to take medicine.
Oh,
so my medicine,
that's even worse. Let me take these pills with a little bit of vodka.
Charles got Wonder Punch. Yes, I did. I was like, and I remember just sitting on her couch, just slightly leaning forward, praying, please don't die today. Please don't let me die today. You know, today, please don't let me die here. Like, if it's going to be today, let me get out of here.
And you're not a drinker, so like a vodka drink for a non-drinker, that's some strong shit, okay?
I promise you, I could feel my eyes moving. The level of concentration, because I forget where she had went to go get stuff. Why I was left alone with the mother. I forget why I was left alone with the mother. But I was like, why didn't you warn me about this? Oh, I thought that you knew. I thought that you picked up on it.
Picked up on a screwdriver? Who's drinking it?
I didn't grow up with this heifer. I didn't know.
You got set up, Taz. Damn.
And then there was another time she needs to go to the hairdresser. And I was like, you know, I'll take her because her hairdresser was near a store I needed to go to. Okay. Get there. And she's like, she went to one of those really, really fancy salons where, you know, you get like the little toppers, little finger food, little beverages and stuff. Yep. I was like, hey, do you want a little Oreo cookie treat? Sure. That bitch was laced. I was like, you know what? I'm not taking nothing from you nowhere. The Oreo treat that she gave me didn't come from the salon. And I thought that it did because I was looking down at a magazine and then she brought it up.
What is up with you getting laced shit from people? Wow. And the people just sit back. They want to see Taz get lit. That's what it is.
I think so.
The Taz looks fun. Let's see what she's like when she's lit. Here, have a gummy.
She was like, well, I just felt that you were a little too uptight.
Oh
Man,
shit.
these were all times where I needed to be a responsible adult. Like when I was like, now that I'm lit, I got mad because I called somebody to come get us and come get the
Right.
vehicle at the time, because the vehicle that was being driven was not my car. So I really wasn't going to get behind the wheel of somebody else's car. Yeah.
Right.
Orange juice with extra flavoring. Exactly, angry. But I was just like, okay, yeah, not taking anything else. Now, another time, there was a white mother. She hated me. She did not want me to befriend, date anybody in her family. I'm like, we take a class together, and I can't even say we were friends. We were study partners. When we sat down in this class, we didn't realize when you sit down, this particular teacher was going to pair you up for every project through the duration of this class. That there was no chance unless somebody died or went into the hospital for months, you weren't getting out of it. So we ended up spending time together outside of class because we had to.
Right.
You know, with you, free drugs, free food. Annabelle and I think mostly because I don't know. Well, I'm learning some of the warning signs for stuff. Yeah,
we're learning. We're getting better at it.
Yeah, but this person's mother, I ended up meeting them for one of the projects. They were like, "Oh, do you mind meeting me here? I'm going to my parents' house, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, that's fine." It was their house was closer to my house, and I'm like, "Cool, like closer, like I could go home, change, walk like a block and a half, go work on the project, walk back home." And I was like, "Yeah, this is perfect." Dad, cool as shit. Mother, oh my God. And mind you, has biracial grandchildren.
Oh.
And was looking at me like, and I'm like,
wow.
I don't want to fail. Like, I just
right.
I was like, and this was before, like, this is when we had Skype.
Yeah.
But anybody who used Skype regularly knows that there are times Skype would lag so badly.
Yeah.
So we just realized to work on our projects, it's better to be in the same room, get this stuff done, and go on. And this teacher would give us projects that would be due 2-3 days later. This wasn't like, oh, we had weeks to get this done. I did so many projects in this freaking class.
Times like I don't miss this class. Not at all.
At all. And I'm just like, so you know, we would do it. And it was basically how to properly archive and document history. So a lot of the projects dealt with that. So we would also have physical things that we would have to exchange back and forth with each other.
Right.
And I'm looking at the mother like, ma'am, I don't want your child. Your child don't want me.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. We don't want each other. This is for school only.
And come to find out, her child was a glory hole whore.
Oh wow, a whore! I love it when you say that. I do.
I was like, because it was like class was over, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds fun." They're like, "You want to go?" I was like, "I don't know what that is, but you have fun with it." They're like, "Sure, you do. Everybody knows what that is." Don't know what to tell you. I don't know what it is.
No, I don't.
I'm just not in a going out mood. Like between like when that class was done, I just for a week I wanted to do nothing.
Right,
I was like,
to empty your brain out.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Thank you for extending the invite, but no, thank you, no, thank you, thank you. Well, you know, you should at least come to dinner with us. And I was like, fine, I'll go to the dinner, and then I'm gonna skedaddle back home. Everybody else was talking about going to this particular place, how much fun it was the last time they all went. And I'm like, oh, it's cool. They got a hangout spot. And I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, if we keep in touch, maybe the next time they go, I'll go. And then one person's girlfriend perked up and was like, wait a minute, you told me y'all didn't go that night. So you're still doing the effing glory hole thing? Pause. Wait, what's a glory hole? And I didn't know what a glory hole was at the time. So I'm like, what's a glory hole? Because where my mind went is not what a glory hole was.
Right. Glory hole is a very specific thing.
I was thinking like a sinkhole type of thing, or like maybe like a watering hole, like because
Oh.
okay, in the country or whatever, there are places like people will have like super secret like swimming spots to go to, and they always call it something hole.
Right.
That's where my head went to. And when she was like, no, and
That's not
she
it.
started talking about sucking and the oochie coochie wally wally, and I'm like,
Oh wow.
by this time the waitress had come back. The waitress looking at me as I'm looking at everybody else, and I'm like, can I just get my check?
Right.
And a
Like
box.
I'm not ready for this. I'm out. We gotta go. It's time to go. That's my cue. I'm out.
And that person was mad at me. Like, why? I was like, because they felt like people were explaining it and talking about it because they were trying to convince me to go. I said, how was that my fault? I already said I was coming to dinner and leaving. And what
Right.
about me said that's where I wanted to go?
Oh, you don't have a little freak in you, Taz? You want to go to glory hole? Have a little glory hole fun?
I'm just like,
Sex with strangers?
I'm like, what? And then I realized at this particular glory hole, they have rooms where people could hook up, we'll say, in the little room.
Right. Okay. A little sex
Is
then.
that why y'all wanted me to? Oh, Jesus, no. No.
They were trying to invite Taz to all our hookup
like I need to
parties.
be an adult or adult. You got that right, because I was so lost. I'm like,
Glory hole? What's that?
because I had just moved to this area, and every time somebody, it was like, oh, we're going to Swanson's hole. We're going, and it was always someplace to swim.
Right.
So
Named
that's
with
what
a
I thought.
hole. So it's a
Like,
logical dot to connect. Like, okay, they're talking about a swimming hole or something. Like, you were so wrong. Very wrong. Taz is like, oh no, what?
just
What
like
do
a
you
week
mean?
later,
That's what
I
they
learned
do?
what they meant by red dot. Red dot was their code for a liquor store.
Oh, okay. Why? Because it's a red dot on the map.
16 months and I haven't even started. Ooh, Annabelle. GCPR member for 16 months. Woo woo, get it, girl.
Oh yes, that's a long time. Wow. Congratulations.
But I was just, I was. And then I realized, first of all, in this city, they had too much going on in the liquor store. Way too much going on in the liquor store. In the liquor store they refer to as Red Dot. You can buy desserts. I'm talking about like bakery style level desserts.
Okay.
And they had all sorts of stuff. And I'm just, because there was they call it a personal pickle platter.
Right.
So it was like fried pickles, spicy pickles, dill, like all these different types that you got. And I was asking, like, oh God, where are y'all getting these from? Because I'd been to a couple of get-togethers, and they would get them, and they weren't big,
Right.
like very like small, like not for like if you made a snack for yourself at home. But they were all individual packed. And I was asking people like, oh, where do y'all get these from? I've looked in the grocery store, I've looked at, different convenience stores. I haven't been able to find them. And they're like, oh, Red Dot. And I'm like, is it another grocery store? Like, they're like, oh, we're going tomorrow. You can go with us. Okay. Look, and not like big. Like the size of somebody's garage.
Right. Some small little hole in the wall liquor spot. Those baked goods. Wow.
And I will say, by far, still to this day, the best red velvet cheesecake I've ever had came from that spot.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, you know what? Maybe somebody made this in the back room, but it's delicious. And if I die after eating this, I'm
gonna die happy eating this cake. Okay. It's going down good right now.
Depression back there. Well, you know what, Annabelle? I'm glad we did. And I'm glad you're here with us.
Yes, me too.
But my days down there, it was very eye-opening. I realized I didn't know much of anything. Like at all.
Right.
At all.
Especially when it came to the glory hole, no clue. None. That shit came out of nowhere, and you were like, no, absolutely not. No.
Independent liquor stores always have the best food. You are absolutely right. They do. I have learned. I have learned that. I have learned that. There was. I don't know if I can get it up here, but there was a platter, and it had like this. It was like a cheese sauce, but it had like bits of smoked beef in the cheese sauce,
Oh, that sounds good.
and it was so good. And only place you get a liquor store.
Oh wow.
And this
Okay.
liquor store used to have tastings, and people were like, "Why?" Or they would look at me like, "Why are you going to the liquor store for tastings?" And I was like, "Oh, they do have alcohol tasting. Don't get me wrong, they do." But I was like, "But they also do food tastings. Now you can pay for
Right.
both, where they would pair up like a certain type of alcohol with the food. I ain't want
Yep.
all that. I want a pickle platter. Well, you know what? The reason why I thought about it is I got a message from one of my friends that still lives down in Kentucky, and I asked her if she if that red dot, 'cause that's not what it's actually called. They just, and there's no red dot anywhere around this place. Why it got called red dot, I don't know, but I was afraid to ask. But I asked her
Right.
and see if they still have the pickle platters, because like the fried pickle, there were like two different types of fried pickles. Like one was like a battered
Yep.
fried pickle, and then another one, the best way I could describe it is, if you know, like when you get like chicken from like Popeyes,
Yeah.
that type of crispy, that's how the other type of pickles were fried, with that type of
The panko seasoning, the
Yeah.
batter, the panko flakes.
Yeah, and I also messaged my one cousin, because I was like, for those of y'all that don't know, I have a cousin that years ago decided he was gonna go out on a whim, because he is like a pickle connoisseur.
Oh, okay.
He would make his own pickles.
I love
And he
homemade
was like,
pickles. Oh my
yeah, he was
god.
like, he was gonna start selling them, and he had these spicy pickles, the best spicy pickles I've ever had. Because not only were they spicy, just so freaking flavorful,
Right.
right? Well, he was just selling them to individuals. Do they DoorDash? I don't know. This store was like,
Everybody door dashers.
it was in the middle of, but I know what it looks like. I could still get there, but I'm racking my brain. Like, does anybody know the actual name of this store? Because everybody just called it Red Dot, but there was nothing red about it. There was no dot. I don't know. But he ended up, through selling it individually to people, getting some contracts with some restaurants where they were buying his pickles and using them. Well, ever since then, and him, actually getting like a little facility and workers and everything else, he hasn't sold them to individual people. And I'm like, they don't sell the jars of pickles at these restaurants that he has contracts with. They use it like in sandwiches, on stuff like that. And I'm like, I want a jar of pickles.
Right? I just want to eat it.
So I'm trying to convince him, like, can you make one? Just one or two?
Right.
We call the Red Dot store here because it's a liquor store from the red dots on the outside marquee. Well, see, Angry, that makes sense. But this store, there was nothing. There was no dots. I don't know why. But after the glory hole thing and the what was it? The screwdriver, like all of that, I wasn't asking no more questions. I was like,
Right. Taz was done learning. She didn't want to learn nothing new.
Nothing had happened bad there. From time to time, there was like a little cookout in the parking lot, because it had a huge parking lot, and the building itself was the size of a garage, like a
Tiny little,
like a two-door garage, like a two-car garage, not two-door garage,
right.
two-car garage, like about that big. But the parking lot was like huge. But I think the most cars I've ever seen in there, it wasn't like I was there every day, it was like maybe 6 cars.
Okay.
But sometimes there would be like little cookouts out there. And look, some of the best $5 I'd have never spent. Okay. It was one of the places that for $5, they got to, they can't even close your container. They just got to wrap it in aluminum foil. It's busting out with so much food.
Right.
But
that sounds good.
But again, don't know why it's called red. And once you get past the parking lot, there was like a bit of like some grass, maybe like a half a block worth of grass, and then there was a Circle K.
Oh, okay. It's a convenience store for your
And I
convenience.
think people went to Circle K for when the Red Dot closed because it wasn't open super late.
Right.
Or if you wanted nachos at night, people got Circle K nachos. And don't knock it. When you live in a place where the hot spot is Walmart, hey.
That's like where I was living at in Georgia. That's exactly what you go to, and it was open 24 hours at that time too. Oh my God. And it's
Now,
like,
the one Walmart that I will admit, I did start to hang out there. I stopped when the whole bed bug thing was going around the country because that Walmart got infested with bed bugs.
oh no. Yeah, even the teenagers hung out at the Walmart like it was the mall.
No,
They're just
it
walking
was
around, hanging out. Like, what? What are we
the
doing?
people
Just
who,
congregating?
you know what? I don't know if anybody from India owned that store, but I don't know because okay, this might sound bad, but I don't mean it in a bad way. Okay, so y'all please give me grace. Everybody who worked at this store all looked related, and I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm saying like they legitimately looked related, like they got the same parents. Like somebody said, copy paste to
Right.
all of those employees. That's what I'm saying. Um, so I don't know. I don't know if it was a family business or if everybody just because also in this city, you would have a lot of families working at a place that they didn't own. It's one person got hired, just brought their whole family, and like that was the whole crew.
Right.
Cause like there was one mechanic shop. I promise you, the whole time I lived there, it was like the last 6 months I lived there, I found out that this family did not own the place. I thought it was family owned. Nope.
Damn.
Nope. I mean, from the reception, everybody.
Yep.
But nope. The one, the receptionist, who was the sister of the family, I did not know she was friends with another friend of mine, and we had all got together. Where did we go? Oh, we went to nacho night.
Nacho night sounds fun. I want nachos. I've had a craving for like 5 days now. No lie.
Yeah, and it was like we had like a it's like a nacho buffet, which was really cool.
Yep.
So that's where we went, and she was like, "Yeah, her uncle had started working there, and was like, and they were like, hey, I need somebody to do this." So brought in her dad and all that.
Yep.
They'll have eyes look alike. No, it wasn't. Okay, there was one place down there where yes, that, and people told me that those folks were not related, but they did have the hills have eyes type of look. I never to confirm it. It was one of those. Yes, I'm a crosser through a parking lot. Okay, I will crisscross applesauce through a parking lot, especially when things are in walking distance. And
right.
if I cross through a parking lot to cut my, I did. So I don't know what the business was, but I remember at certain like every time I wanted to go to the peddler's mom, I would crisscross. They would be out there, and I'm like, what? They're like, oh, they're not related. You got to be
lying. They must be.
Yeah, in front of it was a nacho buffet. I don't know if they still do it at this restaurant, but there was a Mexican restaurant that was across the street from where I lived at the time. And a friend that I made, I didn't even know about the nacho buffet. And she told me, yeah, but here's the thing. To participate in the nacho buffet, they don't have two tops. That night, all the tables, I think the smallest table is 4 people, and you have to have at least 4 people. When we went, each time we went as a group, it averaged out, I think it was like $6 and some change for each of us. And that's just because we would add, we got a carousel of margarita pitchers. Now, these were not huge pitchers. Don't think that. I think you got like 3 margaritas out of each pitcher and it just went on a carousel. So it probably would have been cheaper than that if we wouldn't have gotten the margaritas. But yeah, the nacho buffet. Oh my goodness, those were good times. Those were good times.
Sounds good. I want a nacho buffet. All the fixings, whatever I want, as much as I want. Oh yeah.
Yeah, those were good times. And the one friend that I made, her dad and brother co-owned a dealership, and they would let me come to the company picnics. Like everybody was like, "Well, we feel like she works here anyway."
Right.
I would do like freelance
Might as
IT
well
work
be
there
here.
for time to time, and they had one year they had a sushi buffet,
Mm-hmm.
which was really cool. But the one that got me was the potato buffet. So you could either do mashed potatoes and load it up how you wanted, a baked potato and load it up how you wanted, or they had different types of fries.
My
You could
sister
load it
had
up.
that at her wedding.
Yeah. And there were two ladies that were new to the company that were complaining. They were like, "Well, it's the company picnic. We thought that there would be barbecue." And I'm like, "Don't they vote on this every year?" And they did. They
Right.
voted on, what to have. And I get why they would vote, because not everybody wants barbecue every single, and in that area, folks were having barbecues for everything.
Right.
You would
So
take a
there's
first step.
plenty of barbecue to go around.
Right. And I was like, and people were constantly, you didn't even have to know somebody and you were going to get invited to a barbecue. You could be
Mm-hmm.
going down to the local grocery store to get a gallon of milk, and somebody will walk up like, "Hey, you need a
Right.
burger down it, blah, 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 blah. Me and my family having a come on down at 2 o'clock." And they meant it. So
Right.
getting barbecue, like, oh, Annabelle. And it was so good. And it was 2 years after I moved from there. I found out that outside of the sushi, they used a restaurant that did like catered events like that. But all the other ones, all the catering and everything was done by another family member of theirs that she started a business. And I also didn't realize that they all grew up on a farm.
Oh.
So, and I was like, all we got, they're like, yeah, they had this big farm and just built different houses. Like people get married, or you decide, I don't want to live in mom and dad's house. They build like a little cottage style house on the property. But everybody, can't
Pitched
remember how
in.
many days a week would go to the main house, to mom and dad's house or grandma's house or however they're related, and would eat. And the relative that started the catering business was the one that for years was cooking for everybody.
Right.
And I was like, okay, yeah, okay.
Like they're already used to cooking for everybody. They do a good job at it.
But I was like, oh, because when they told me there was gonna be like a potato bar, I was like, oh, I thought like just baked potato. Nope, they had different types of fries, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes. And some people
Mm-hmm.
were like, well, why mashed potatoes? And I was like, but there are people who like to jazz up their mashed potatoes also.
Yes. Yes, there is.
So I was like, yeah, she had different types of melted cheeses, some chilies, like
Yeah.
the vegetable and chili, like the dish. Shredded cheeses, different sauteed vegetables, you name it. Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, that but the two ladies that sat there complaining, I'm like, first of all, they would rent out this space at this park. Um, and I've never been to a park like this again. But the area that they had, there was a basketball court, baseball diamond, and a not mini golf, but like a golf course, but a smaller one. I think it was like
Right.
4 holes. And there were a corn maze. That's what the other thing was. A corn maze.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is really nice. Like, and then there was an indoor spot for everyone to eat at. So with your food, you're not outside. There was like a big building where you went in and they set up like where to eat at, which I thought was really, really cool. And there was a DJ in there, and they did this raffle. I would sit there and watch the raffle because of how they did it. I thought was so cool. Every year it changed. And this particular year, the kids pulled out the raffles.
Right.
And what they did was like the little plastic Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
The small kids got one when they came in. When they opened it up, the kids had like a treat in it, but then there would also be a name. So the adult would pull it out, say the name, and these people would get it. They were getting prizes like $500 Visa gift cards, flat
Wow.
TVs,
Damn. I want
vacation
to play that bingo.
packages were like a weekend at like a local day spa or something like that, but still really nice.
Right.
And I'm like, ma'am, you're complaining about this menu.
Right.
And I might be getting left, right, might be mixed up because like I said, it's been a couple of years. But like the side that we were on, I think we were on the right when you came in the parking lot. I believe we were on the right side, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was like another building, which I found out was like a gift shop and then like a cafeteria style restaurant where you could purchase food. And then on the other was another spot where it was rented out. So I don't know if it was a family reunion, another company. I don't know. I didn't go over there. But I'm like, if you didn't like the food here,
you could always go to that little cafeteria and buy some.
And I went into the cafeteria because somebody I'd spilled something on the shorts that I had. And one of the ladies there was like, here, take this. It was like a little gift card. And I was like, no. I made the mistake. She's like, no. We have this in case people do make a spill and go get, replace your shorts. So that's what I did. I thought that was really nice. And I thanked her profusely because technically I wasn't a full employee. And I noticed the cafeteria and I was like, oh, this is nice. Like they had a nice little
state-of-the-art cafeteria, all the good food.
This fancy schmancy out here in the parklands, like
right in the middle of nowhere.
No, won't work. I'd be eating the corn along the way. I did the corn maze one year because, like, one year they were on one side, and then another year I went, they were on the other side. That's why I said I don't remember that particular year that I'm talking about if we were on the right or the left. But the corn was, well, when we went, the corn wasn't on the, what do you call it?
Stalks.
Yeah, on the stalks. So I think it was a corn maze specifically for the corn maze. And if you were going the right way, there were these big signs, but the signs were all what is that? Hanna-Barbera characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool because I did it once. Because okay, I wanted to test. You know how people say, like, oh, if you're in a maze, just put your hand on the left wall and walk. I wanted to know if that was true or not. For this maze, it was not true. For this particular maze, it was not true. I feel like somebody heard that and was like, we're going to trick them. We're not going to do that.
Right. Got you fucked up, okay? Then that was the wrong day to test that theory test.
Yeah, I did notice very quickly that if you looked at the Hanna-Barbera sign, whatever direction the hand was pointed, because there was always one hand that was hidden and one hand that was like maybe curved off, to follow that hand and you get out.
There you go. It was that little hidden message.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this ever again. Now after I moved, one of the ladies that I was friends with went back to that location for, I think it was a vow renewal. And they actually used the cafeteria that was in there for their dinner package. And she was like, yeah, she was like, it was a lot nicer than that. She said they had prime rib in there. I was like, what? And then I thought about where I guess you could call it a park complex, where it was at. There were a lot of office buildings around. And I was like, they
probably cater lunches.
Yeah, because I'm like, there's no other restaurant. So if these people that work in these office buildings didn't bring a lunch,
they're all coming down here for lunch.
And it's so like, it was a straight, and I'm like, oh, you could literally go have a sit down lunch on your lunch hour outside of the office and make it back, and you wouldn't like get caught in traffic or whatever. I was like, you know what? That's genius. Don't give
Yes,
me
it
no
is.
adult money like that, because I would do something like that. Because I was like, wait a minute, they got prime rib in the cafeteria. She's like, yeah, prime rib. They had a potato station in there. She said, and in their potato station, what'd she say? They had scallop and au gratin potatoes on top of all the traditional potatoes,
Oh,
and
okay.
they had a section of the cafeteria for like stir fries.
Oh, yummy.
I was like, if I would have known before I moved, I would have been there.
Exactly. Would have ate here a few times at least.
Right. I was like, because nobody thinks like in a park, but I should have known better, because in high school, my papa found a park that had a concession stand that had some of the best soft serve ice cream that I've ever had.
Oh,
And people were like, why's your papa always going to the park, or always wanting to take y'all to the park? Aren't y'all a bit big to go to the park? Baby, we're not really going to the park. We're going to the concession stand. Like,
right.
that's what we're doing. We're not
Going there to eat. We're going there to eat snacks. They got a great snack concession stand, okay?
right. I was like, yeah, that's what we're doing. Like when
We're
my
gonna get
kids
some
came
good fried
along,
goodies.
it was really cool, because where that concession stand was, they had two different playgrounds right in front of it. One for
Oh,
old,
okay.
and they split it between older kids and younger kids that
Yep.
nobody trampled. So I would go with my papa and I would try to get my kids when they were younger, like, oh, you want a snack? Like, no, we want to go play here. Okay. Like, y'all
Go
don't
play
know.
and I'll come eat. Okay.
And I'm like, and it would be like the seating would be right in between the two. Me and my papa would sit there and go, he was like, your kids are smart, but also dumb. I know. Because even when they were done, he was like, oh, you want a snack? We want to go, blah, blah, blah.
Nope.
I'm like, I don't know where I went wrong with them, but they did catch on after a few years. They did catch on that his trunk was always full of Little Debbie's. They did finally start getting smart.
Right. Started picking up on some of the finer details when it came to the
Right.
snack.
I'm like, can you get it together? Y'all let the good stuff go. Let's hold on. Have they? What? Hold on. U.S. resumes powerful strikes on Iran after Hormuz Strait ship attacks. CENTCOM said they did not attack. What? Oh, wait. Oh, whoa. Wait a second. Hold on. National Guard troops opened fire in Memphis overnight and killed an armed man.
Oh, wow.
Why is the National...
What's the National Guard doing there doing that?
Memphis police said the shooting happened in the early morning hours of Sunday, July 5th, after officers of Tennessee National Guard soldiers responded to reports of gunfire in the downtown area. According to police, the man fled on foot while officers and guard personnel assigned to the area pursued him through the neighborhood. The Memphis Police Department said the man turned toward National Guard members while holding a handgun. Police said the two Guard members then dead at the scene, according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, which later identified him as 20-year-old Tyron Johnson. What? But why were y'all there?
Right. No, you're just doing out and about. To be like, oh, let's chase this guy.
What? Why do... wait a minute. So they were there to help support local cop. What in the martial law loophole? What the?
Right.
Let me guess, y'all. I gotta get through this. You want your taxpayer dollars killing off citizens, but not preserve. You know what? I still believe that if y'all took more naps and ate more snacks, this would be a better world.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. We could all do with a little more naps and snacks.
I feel
Heavy
like
on the snacks.
if y'all did that, y'all be a lot better off. A lot better. And speaking of snacks, I just realized I got gelato in the freezer.
Ooh, that's fun. You know what Taz is eating when we're done?
Yes.
Gelato. What flavor?
Yes. I don't know. That part I don't remember.
Oh,
I
we
didn't
just
buy
know
it.
there's gelato in there. We're gonna eat some.
I didn't buy it. I just remembered that it was part of those snacks that my dad sent the other day. I don't know. So
Still working your way through those. Working
Yeah.
my way downtown.
So tonight, I think we're gonna make some. Did you say we have gelato?
Oh,
We didn't have hot dog, did we? Did you already start eating the gelato? I feel like that.
that's what he's trying to tell you on the download. Like, we have gelato. I already have some.
We got ice cream bars. Oh, okay. Well, gonna make some beef and I think I'm gonna do beef over rice with mushroom gravy and some zucchini.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I guess I'll. What is the time? I guess I'll. I guess I could bring y'all along ticker talk.
Going live, cooking in the kitchen with
Yeah,
Tab.
given that I need to populate. Hold on, wait a second, because we got the name from our lovely sister from another Mr. Annabelle, Big Back Bistro.
Big Back Bistro.
So yeah, we'll put that in there.
Yeah,
I think that's
that's what we're doing.
yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think, yeah. Just don't use the wrong. Well, nothing has to go in the oven. Wait a minute, let me think. Yeah, no, nothing has to go in the oven. That's where we messed up at. That's how I burnt my hand. Things going in and out of the oven.
Mm-hmm.
That meatloaf was fire though.
Burn or not, the meatloaf was good. Might have been worth the burn.
Like,
Maybe.
I had to laugh at myself because I put the oven mitt on. Look at the hand with the oven mitt on. Took the and I'm not even left.
And still grabbed it with the other hand.
I guess I just don't want fingerprints on my left hand because I just be fucking my left hand. I just
trying to be undetected. Took all your fingerprints off.
Yep. Alrighty then. Okay. Give y'all 30 minutes to, I guess, get your supplies. Yeah. If you're gonna cook along with me, you just need zucchini or some type of vegetable, rice, flour, bouillon cubes or broth, some seasoning, and some sort of beef. Just cut it up. I got pre-cut beef because
sometimes it's easier that way. Or cheaper too sometimes. Depending on what day you go in.
At least you did have an oven mitt. I did, and there's 2 oven mitts in the kitchen. I could have put one on each hand.
That would have been ideal, Taz. I mean, so from now on, just make sure you put one on each hand, and then you know you're safe.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But as always, thank you all for joining us here.
Bye, everyone.
And I don't know what are y'all doing over in the Discord. Y'all scare me every time the Discord notifications go off because I never know what the hell y'all doing.
Right? Never know what to walk into when I go over there. Sometimes it's mayhem. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, got it. Also, quick caveat: if you are watching and you have any confessions for Confession Wednesday tomorrow for the Sound of Coffee, you can just drop them in the Discord specifically to me. You don't have to put it in the Discord because I know it's kind of difficult if everybody reads it and then you want it read in the show and people feel like it's redundant. You can just message it directly to me in the Discord if you don't want to email it. Just put in parentheses either at the top or the bottom if you want to be anonymous or not. So that when I forward it over to Thomas, I know how to forward it. Which way it goes. I don't want to accidentally put you in. Because if you don't tell me, I'm just going to submit you as anonymous. And so Oh, y'all
Leave
thought
it at that.
I'm not going to. I tend to lean on the side of you want to be anonymous. So if you don't, please let me know. Because if you don't say nothing, you can be anonymous, and it's not shade.
That's just where the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Never said anything too weird. Inferno. Okay.
Inferno's always with the shits. Okay.
Always. Inferno. We are weird as shit together. Okay, brother.
Yep, especially in the Discord. I love it.
We are weird as shit together. So I am really not the one to quantify what is too weird or not. I don't know. It's
Right?
a good time. I can tell you that much. Ooh, Mrs. Lyles, you're making chicken Alfredo. Yeah. All right. Chicken mushroom. Oh, so the AI summary got it right. Now, I was talking about cooking beef over rice with mushroom gravy. That's not what I'm doing quite yet, AI summary.
Well, maybe they'll get it right for later.
Right.
That would be nice.
Always, thank you again, Jess.
Oh, no problem. I love being here.
As always, each one teach one, each one reach one. And if y'all say nice, beautiful things to Jess, maybe she'll come back and join me again tomorrow.
Hell yeah, I can do that for you. Yay! For Wisdom Wednesday, I'm here for it.
All right.
All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
See y'all later.
Turn the dial up, let the static fade away. We're building up the future, tracking every single day. Start the morning right, let the rhythm start to breathe. With the sound of coffee pouring, giving just what you need. From the sunrise spark to the late night glow, there's a space for your story and a steady undertow. When the sun goes down and the shadows start to lean, we close it all out with conversations with Jonathan. This is GCPR Radio, loud and clear, where every single voice matters, far and near. Yeah, we lock it in, connect the track, GCPR. Got your back, download the app on your phone today. iOS or Android, we're a click away. And the weekend hits, yeah, the energy shifts. Sundays bring the heat with a couple of gifts. The Kennedy effect gives us the hard-hitting news, breaking down the facts, clearing out the blues. Then Wayne Green Gambler step right into the zone, rule them their position on the microphone, telling you what to watch, what's a hit, what's a miss. Then it's the villain's view for their random commentary bliss. This is GCPR Radio, loud and clear, where every single voice matters, far and near. Yeah, we lock it in, connect the track, GCPR's got your back.